Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are playing some Blades in the Dark once more. We haven't played in about a month, so we're playing Twilight Imperium in the meme time, but we're back. Let's unmute myself and see what we got going on. Hey, everybody. Push to talk. I need to remember that.
Watch Chris's frog video again.
My beautiful frog video. Also, we're live.
Yay.
Hey, everybody. It has been some time. Why don't we reintroduce our characters? I am playing Skulv.
Are we live? I feel like you have us muted. Maybe you're in Bush Talk here.
What?
Give it a second.
Yeah. I hear him talking.
It's because I clicked OBS. I forgot it does not like push to talk when you have the OBS window active.
It's fine.
Right.
Oh,
Okay,
BS.
All I was gonna say was, why don't we reintroduce our characters because it's been like a month.
That's right.
All right. I'm playing Skulv, who is a cutter, and I'm basically the fighter of the group. I'm big, strong, beefy, kingpin shaped, with a crowbar covered in ghost runes that have yet to have a mechanical effect. I haven't taken that ability. All right.
And he looks like PTSD Wario.
Looks like
It's like it's up on the shelf above the bar right now, and once he takes it down, guys.
That's right.
Don't make me
it's
point
gonna be
at
trouble
the
for
thing.
everybody. All right. Who wants next?
Allie should go.
Yeah, I was saying I can go because it's been a while since I played, so I have to remember. I'm playing Vey. She's a whisper and sort of indebted to her ex-girlfriend because she really wants to like get back in on her good side and help, grow the cult. So join the cult.
It's totally not a demon.
Yeah, that's a very interesting way of describing that relationship.
No, it's a very healthy relationship. It's fine.
Not the cult.
That's right.
just don't think about it.
Yeah. All right. Chase, how about you?
Hicks Helker. Also a whisper. As a sailor, mastery in controlling lightning and saying "fuck you" to ghosts. So that's what I do.
Yeah, the big
With
difference
emotions.
between Vey and Hicks is Vey asks the ghosts to kindly go away,
Yeah.
and Hicks electrocutes them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, can I grind you into goo to fuel my electrician machine?
Yeah. Vaughn, why don't you go?
And here's Vaughn, the mad scientist leech. He usually tries to blow things up first and then decide how to fix it.
Yes.
MVP
Our resident-
most of the time, honestly.
Yeah, our resident tinkering technician and saboteur. And then Shane, why don't you describe the character who is currently in Jal?
Oh, and Chow. I was playing Velestine Caldera, who was a slide that was very manipulative, cunning, a little scrappy, can get into some fights, but mainly can persuade people to do whatever with her ways. But
Yes.
she, with an unfortunate turn of events, had to turn herself in
Yes.
to
we
save
got-
the group, and
Yes.
now she's incarcerated.
Yes, we got an epic scene where she took the fall for the group in the last session, professing that she was the mastermind behind all the plans, being arrested in a blue coat raid on the bar. And all of these characters together are members of the Midnight Encore, an up-and-coming... Are you guys tier 2?
That's right.
Tier 2.
Actually, tier 2.
An up-and-coming tier 2 gang in the city of Duskval, the haunted, cursed industrial-era sort of Victorian-ish city that is surrounded by electricity barriers that run on demon blood. And your gang has sort of come up. You have unwittingly put yourselves in the middle of a war between the Lampblacks and Red Sashes that has somewhat calmed down as you did a little work for both sides. You've landed more allied with the Red Sashes at this point, and you have made quick enemies of the Crows throughout your various exploits of trying to grab at turf and secure position. And ultimately, sort of the things that happened at the end of, or happened during last session, were Velestine taking the fall to cool off some heat on your guys, but also as a result of the operations you've done, you have the Crows declared open war on you guys. So Another thing worth noting also is throughout some of your exploits, you guys managed to piss off the Hive, which is a tier 4, one of the most powerful gangs in the city. So they've got their eye on you at this point. So for right now, I think what I'd like to start off with is just a little bit of loose RP as to what are you guys doing for these, after war has been declared on you guys by the Crows, what are you guys doing? Because the in-game mechanic, I believe, is while you are at war with another faction, you only get 1 downtime activity instead of 2 for free. So basically it's that, while you're at war, your downtime and your general activities are taken up by trying to not lose ground to them. Make sure you are staying toe-to-toe with this other faction. You guys are constantly tussling. You're ordering around the other, 6 or 7 low-ranking members of the gang. You're kind of ordering them around to cover your various enterprises. Like, what have you guys been doing specifically that? Do you have any ideas, any thoughts?
I was thinking that, like, one of the first things we do, since, like, they're really, like, they declared war on us, is to, like, do a false, like, leave a false opening for us and, like, set a trap for them would probably be like a way to start this off.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So maybe like let's see, what is it? You guys have the warehouse that you have taken control of. You're skimming some profits off of it. You guys are also doing protection money out of Delph's card game, the illegal card game underneath the mushroom shop. Maybe you guys pull back your protection from Delph's card game to make it look like it's sort of grabbable by the Crows. And you guys, maybe it's like one of the days where you're supposed to be hauling out the chest with the winnings out the back, and you guys are supposed to have protection on a carriage that brings it back to the bar so you guys can sort it out and wash the money, but you intentionally leave no protection out there to try and lure some of them in.
Can the trunk they steal be, like, can they have a crow in it so they steal back one of their own buddies? As like a haha.
Oh, I thought you meant a literal one to, like, pop out. Like,
It's always real crows.
Device.
No, it's like we probably got information that they were trying to move in or something, and we just took that dude and shoved them in the trunk that they stole. So they're like, yeah, we got all their loot, and it's just one of them dudes.
I think you guys do technically have a crow hostage, right?
I remember something about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've let him go to go spread the word or something.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that
Might
actually may have
another
been,
one. I don't know.
or maybe you let the other one go.
Tell the other crows what you saw.
That does sound familiar though, because we want to make a name for ourselves.
I
So
feel like we were
having them look-
definitely keeping one to interrogate.
You have 1 captured crow for interrogation. So maybe
We can leverage that instead of trying to lure them out or something. Or that.
Well, no,
could be-
we set up a trap
We can do
still.
multiple things. It's war, we can do more than
I
one
guess.
thing.
How many booby traps you need? I can make one every day.
Yeah, I'm just assuming, like, okay, they declare war on us, they're probably gotta go hit our places. Why don't we give them a honeypot and then, gank them with our bombs and stuff that Vaughn can make.
Yeah,
So-
maybe before that. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna ask, the mechanical way to end the war, is it like knock down their gang to like the next tier level down or something?
I believe it's not explicitly that, it is just defeat the other gang. Like, just destroy. One of the gangs loses.
Wipe them out. Okay.
Let me just go and make sure about that. I think it could be interesting to do the, if you guys can think of what you might want to ask the the captured crow, we can maybe dovetail that into something.
Thinking, we could get a faction to help us, because I remember that's like an engagement roll buff, so it might be worth it to try and ask like the Red Sashes, even though they're kind of busy, to help us.
I don't think we need.
I
don't think we need to make this a whole score. I think we can just do a little side thing for it. Doesn't even necessarily have to have rolls to it.
All right. I think generally we are interested in ending the war before going and investigating, like, the train with the drugs, the shard drugs. That's my consensus.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, let's interrogate this guy.
Yeah. All right, yeah. You guys, you go down into the basement where the basement of the bar where Vaughn keeps the dogs caged, and off on the side, underneath an electroplasm lamp, you guys have tied up this crow to a chair. You've had a couple of the low-level thugs bringing down water and bread for him and ungagging his mouth, just to keep him alive. And you guys have been sort of figuring out what you're going to do with him, and then you finally have an idea about some stuff you want to ask him. So you go down. And so who's down here? Who's interrogating him?
I want to be there for intimidation support.
Yeah. Nice. I was going to say, are you going to do like a Batman entrance where like you turn off the light, you switch it back on, you're behind him, you just punch him in the back of the head?
Yank the sock off his head.
I think I'm just gonna go down to the basement and kind of gravely look at the guy, turn on the shaky lamp, and then as the dogs are like barking or whatever, I pull out like a big butcher knife and like walk towards the guy and then walk past him and then start chopping up some meat for the dogs, but like in a big butcher knifey way so that it intimidates the guy.
Nice. Love it. All right. Someone want to yank the gag out of this guy's mouth and start asking questions?
I guess Hicks will.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you walk up. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he'll. I guess Hicks will. We didn't decide. What are we asking this guy before we do this? Hold on.
Hey,
Where's the trigger?
What do you know?
What information are we trying to get out of him?
Where's your boss?
Like where's their hideout? Yeah.
We could leave it open ended. Like, hey, these dogs are hungry and I'm not feeding them a lot. You don't want to help us feed them. Maybe you tell us something useful to help take down the crows. Maybe a weak point of theirs.
Guys, we're out of dog food.
Nice.
Dogs are hungry.
Yeah.
They want something to eat. Is it gonna be you?
Yeah, someone pull the gag out.
All right, you rip the gag out of his mouth, and as soon as you do, he spits on your boot. Oh, what? You expected me to tell you something? And what are we gonna do? You gonna let me go?
Well,
They're always like this. Scoff, why are they always like this?
oh no. Maybe I wasn't being maybe I wasn't being as blunt as I thought I was. We're going to feed you to Fluffy and Pinto over here if you don't tell us something useful and actionable that we can use. So anyway, your turn. Tell us.
And he looks at the dogs and he looks back at you and he's oh, please do. Getting fed to those things is better than what Lissa's gonna do when she finds out I squealed. I ain't telling you nothing, bud.
Alright, Hicks, you wanna rough this guy up?
Just letting you know. And then I'll punch my hand and then pull back and lightning will start going between my fingers. Your boss isn't gonna survive. And we're giving you a chance, but it doesn't look like you're gonna take it. And I'll just electrocute him. Not enough to kill him, but I'm just gonna electrocute him.
Can we make a command roll or something?
Yeah.
Because that's part of intimidation, right?
That is. Command is intimidation, so I think you should do that.
Do you have good command,
No.
Hicks? Okay, I can make the roll if you want to help.
Yeah. I'll help you with lightning.
Lightning always helps.
Lightning always helps. Just give him a little tickle.
One die for help. Risky and standard don't really lie here, do they?
Yeah, I would say this is just kind of a fortune roll. We're just going to see how good you do.
We're going to start seeing his skeleton from all the lightning going through him. Okay, alright.
Okay, partial success. No, this is good.
Neat.
What's going to happen is you guys, Hicks, you sort of electrocute your fist, you beat him a little bit. You guys sort of take breaks, alternating between it, and Skov sort of stops the butchering. He comes over and he sort of holds the cleaver up to his face, and it's all bloody, and you're trying to intimidate him. He still just laughs in between the punches for a little while,
I
until
think
eventually.
he's getting pretty tenderized, don't you, Hicks?
We may need to start cooking them soon.
Just a little off the top, a little fillet, if you will. The skin crisps up nice for the dogs.
Yeah. In between, he spits out a few teeth a couple times, and his laughs just sort of become a little bit raspier and a little hoarse. And then eventually he says,
All right, fine, okay. I'll tell you this much. I know Alyssa's got your number. I'll give you a bone. With any luck, she kills you before you see anything as bad as what she'd do to me.
and he tells you about a rallying point where she's planning on getting together a raiding crew of crows and dispatching them against one of your locations. He says when it's going to be happening, and he says like how many people are going to be there, and sort of gives you the deets on this rallying session.
Are they going to attack one of our sites or our
Yes.
key lair?
Yes, he says that they are planning to attack either Delph's card game or the warehouse. He's not sure. Both of those places, I believe, are in Crowsfoot, and he knows that they're going to be rallying at a location in Crowsfoot. He doesn't really know because he wasn't part of the planning, obviously. He just knows that this has been in the works.
Sounds pretty actionable to me. Hey Hicks, put the gag back in him. Give him some of the dog food first. Let's go see what we can do about this.
Lap it into, shove it into his mouth, and then wrap it around.
Yep.
Right, we go back upstairs, out of earshot of this. Do we want to let them take something so that we can attack them while their forces are diverted? Or do we want to try to ambush them at their rallying?
Oh, what if one of us was in the box?
The box?
If they were to steal something, they could be one of us.
It's in a box.
We'll say they why not? They decided they're going to attack Delph's card game. They're going to rally. He told you where they're going to rally forces, and they're planning to raid the card game. Just so you guys have a little bit more action or a little more anchored thing for planning.
Just imagine if Vond ended up being on the inside because, they thought, haha, we got their stuff. And everybody was not in their safe house because they're attacking us somewhere. And Vond just starts blowing everything up.
Yeah.
I like boom.
So,
Yeah,
blow
the
up.
traps are in order.
Like blow up their place while they try to attack us, but we're empty. Or
So they're rallying to a point, and then
we blow them up there. Is that what we want to try and do?
Okay. I'm just
Not
wondering,
exactly what I was thinking.
Are they taking
Come to us.
Are they like getting a cart and coming to us, or like they're walking?
I think they're attacking
grouping
us.
up and walking.
Yeah, they're trying to gather up like 20, 30 thugs.
Right.
Sort of get them frothing mad and then direct them at your card game.
Great. Yeah, let's leave some presents for them.
Where?
Gonna mine up the back entrance and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But
are you
then we'll
guys?
blow up our own
So we
guys-
would like to defend our base. That's what we're trying
Okay,
to do.
great, terrific. Defending your base. That sounds good. Yeah. We don't have to do any rolls for this, but we'll say you guys go to Delph's card game and you set up your traps and such. And you guys do that. You guys set up your traps. And this assault happens. These guys attack. Why don't we just get a couple rolls to generally find out how this goes? Maybe we do like a tinker roll from Vaughn for setting up the traps, and you can talk about what kind of traps you set up, maybe?
Yeah, sure. I'm thinking definitely there's going to be a bit of false salute, and those are just going to blow up.
Nice.
And then maybe we could try one of the things we came up with before. We got Slicing Dark Claymore, remember? So
I remember those.
it's a door trap that, fills it with razor wire.
Yes. Yes, you did. Yep, and when you invented
Tried
that, you
that
got one for free. Yep.
Yeah. So definitely put that on the main door to the loot
Cool.
locker or wherever you kind of have like
You know,
a
if-
vault in
nice.
the back.
If we don't want to screw up our own place, maybe we keep on theme and use a gas again. This time like a more deadly version or something. That way, no like things go boom in our own lair,
Yeah, I'll keep the explosives outside.
and we just like pull gas masks out of our load space.
Yeah, go
Nice.
for that. We got several different.
Everyone
gas
grabs their
options.
gas masks. You distribute some of the gas bombs. You set up some of the claymores. Let's do. Are you guys bringing your cohorts with you, your extra thugs, or is it just you guys? You're trying
Oh,
to keep
absolutely. We got
Nice.
our cohorts in their
Our wild
plain clothes with
I
hidden
think we
weapons.
leave them. Yeah, I think we leave them out. So
Yeah.
like once things pop up, they'll rush in behind and like trap them in there.
Instead
Awesome.
of like we are fully decked out in this place when they're expecting us to be at like just a few
Yeah, just like
guards.
scouting on the rooftops, waiting for them to show up, and then like
Mm.
once they're in our trap, we'll get them.
They won't be expecting our whole force. Whole force
Nice.
of the Midnight Encore as the gas comes up, and then we Batman the shit out of them.
We're gonna
Nice.
Batman the fuck out of these bastards.
All right,
We're gonna get so Batman.
Let's get. Why don't we get a command roll from Skov, and then why doesn't say Hicks maybe give me a skirmish roll?
I will definitely do that.
Risky standard.
Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do.
Standard.
Let's do. Actually, do. Give me desperate on these.
Okay.
Give me desperate on these and standard.
Desperate
I'm mostly just going to
standard.
use these to inform what happens next, because again, we're doing this kind of loosey-goosey for now. I'm trying to get lay a little bit of runway into the main course. This is just appetizer stuff right now.
Snacks.
All right, I'm doing my command.
Still want that tinker roller?
Yes, give me a tinker roll as well.
Also,
Karn,
welcome on
and make it
to
a
Studio
desperate.
Jumpstar.
And make sure you guys mark down your EXP for doing desperate
Doing
rolls.
some blades in the dark. Oh, come on, I am not the GM, so I don't have to care about
Okay, nice.
paying attention to
Two
And they
partial
get
everybody.
success.
Oh, that's fine. I was just welcoming on.
555,
Okay.
dude.
3 partial successes.
Yeah, thank
okay,
you.
cool. Yeah, so you guys set up a bunch of traps. You guys are decked out. You've got your rowdy, I believe they are vicious and uncontrollable thugs on the other side of the building. And you guys are waiting. You see like sort of light glowing on the streets. It's probably from like hand lanterns and even some like burning torches. As it's just an enormous crowd of thugs marching down the street towards this location. It is not just crows. There's also some what's the other gang? There's some bill hooks.
Oh,
Those are the guys you stole the place from. If we go to Midnight Encore,
Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, we want this back.
yes, those are the guys that you stole the Soundgarden from, the bill hooks. There are a mixture of crows, bill hooks. You even see a couple of lampblacks in there, and a couple of very well armored and well equipped with guns. A couple of hive heavies seem to be mixed in there
Jeez.
as well.
they got mercenaries.
Yeah, this huge wave of thugs descends upon the place. Your traps work. You guys throw some grenades, knock a few of them out. A lot of them are knocked out by the grenades or thrown down by the claymores, but there's still some of them who are a little bit smarter. They've brought rags, they cover their faces and keep shooting, keep slicing. It is a brutal fight between all of you, and you guys are almost, it seems like you might even be outnumbered. A couple of your thugs have been taken down, and still some of the elite heavies are left. And one of them is tussling with Skov sort of one-on-one. There's a couple that have got Vond and Vey pinned behind cover. Hicks, you're exchanging back and forth some lightning against bullets on one of them. And it seems like it's going to be pretty tense. You guys are worried that the Bluecoats might come descending on you, when suddenly, as you're in the middle of this fight, you just hear boom, 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 boom. And the 4 thugs that are pinning all of you guys down stop and then fall to the ground. The one in front of you, Skov, you notice he has a suddenly growing red spot on his chest, and then he falls to the floor.
One more.
And let's who would see you probably are the most perceptive, right? Let me look.
I think I have my glasses on.
Oh, what happened?
You have a lot of points in resolve and insight. You are insightful, yeah. You notice a glint as this is happening, sort of like light reflecting off of a piece of glass on one of the rooftops nearby.
I'm gonna drop down to the ground to get cover real quick, and then try to look to see that area. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if they either missed us or were really good.
Yeah, right.
He missed us and killed all our enemies. Yeah, that's what happened.
That's right.
Just
God,
making
Talk
sure.
about lucky.
What a turn of fate.
Yeah.
Can someone hire a sharpshooter?
I hope they're out of bullets.
I'm gonna step forward because I didn't see this, but I'm gonna like take out my trusty crowbar and be like, "Hey, who's that there?"
As you shout this from one of the buildings ringing this back alleyway, you see sort of a dark form grab the top of a pipe that's on the side and slide down along it and land in the alleyway.
Oh,
And
shit,
they
it's a cool
approach.
person.
Yeah.
Man, they're cool.
And they approach the well-lit open area, slinging a long rifle over their shoulder. Take it away, Shane.
I stopped by your establishment and no one seemed to be there. I was actually looking for a drink, and it seems no one is busy at the time in times of war. I see that you may need some assistance.
Are you telling me that you just shot all of those guys because we didn't get you a drink?
We didn't bring the drinks with us. I don't know what you expected.
You definitely earned one, though.
They're
Yeah.
still hiding. We do quite appreciate everything
There's
you've
random
done, but
screams in this song.
what the hell?
Well, in times of war, it seems that any help is needed. Maybe that drink can wait for a while. Perhaps we should go somewhere else to talk.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, help me with this table.
What would you like me to do with table?
I'm trying to write the table. We need to clean up. There's been a bit of a fucking mess here.
What's with the tables?
Why is it about the tables?
Not the
Stop
tables
asking
again.
about the tables and just help me with them.
All right, boys, take the guns. Take their
As you
armor.
wish.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys go about stripping down the bodies, taking any valuables you can, whatever guns are left undamaged, any ammo. You drag the bodies off to the side. When you send one of your low-level thugs out to get a hold of one of the local surgeons who you know is good for getting rid of evidence to come by and clean these up at a later point.
I got one of those, one of my contacts.
Yeah,
You
Got a
too.
corpse
Oh.
thief, Eckerd.
Hell yeah.
that's right. You call up
got-
Eckerd.
I got Sawtooth the Visitor.
I got all the corpses you could ever want.
Nice. Yeah, you guys can. Let's say you guys go back into Delph's card game now that everything is sort of cleared out in the outer areas, and you guys sit down and you can have a drink. You can discuss.
We air it out because it's full of gas.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I didn't think I need all my grenades.
All right, new guy, you're okay to take the gas mask off now. So, what was your name again?
The name is Church. Matthias Church.
Like the
Nah, don't start
building?
with V, can I?
If
Well,
that is,
tr-
if that's helpful for you to remember it, then perhaps you can remember it as such.
Well, Church,
all right.
we don't have a lot of friends, so who sent you?
The
Is
church.
Is it really the question you want to ask in a time when any help is needed as such?
I just want to know who to thank for our gracious savior for showing up.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
who you
whoa.
work for? Are you like an independent contractor that likes his booze?
I'd
Yeah,
like to
let's-
make note we could ask all of these questions. First off, because you could be someone trying to join us and just, get at us from the inside. We don't know you. We appreciate what you've done. That's for certain. But questions are probably going to be a little helpful right now. Just bear with us.
Well, he's not gonna lie. His last name's Church.
You know?
He's not a preacher.
Oh, very,
Did you
very
lie
much
to
not
us?
so. I
Only-
don't think I would tell you if I did.
Look, the only faith he has right now is that gun, which is fine, as long as it's on our side.
I simply, let's just say I'm a wanderer currently unemployed. And I simply noticed that there was some skirmish in the area, some bad blood, and I tend to go. Now, if you may ask, let me ask a question. What do you all have to lose?
Well, the war.
Like
Yeah, it's kind of self-evident, isn't it?
You did kill a bunch of crows, so that does put you in at least my favorable graces. I think that guy was about to shank me before you off him.
Possibly. I know that the crows have much more to lose than you do, which is why I would prefer to be on the side that has more to fight for.
Ah, rooting for the underdog, eh? That's like how I gamble.
Skull,
That's why you
you
always
gamble
lose.
bad.
No, because if you bet for the one with the lowest odds, you could get the biggest payout. Do you understand? It's like
Skull.
basic math.
Skull,
we
when
run a gambling ring, guys. Come on.
But-
Well, they handle most of the logistics.
and as Skov says, handles most of the logistics, Vey gives him a side eye because she knows that he's been dipping into her cash.
She looks at the books.
Skov avoids Bay's gaze.
Okay. Just throwing that in for everybody else as a reminder.
Her
Gaze
phase.
Yeah,
we have
that's
an
the
intern.
running gag of Skov going in and taking money to pay for his own shit.
We literally have an intern to read the books now.
Yeah,
And
but he's on
do
my
research.
payroll.
Yeah, we're not paying the intern, right?
We're
Somewhat,
criminals. We
little bit.
don't pay the intern, right?
Are we paying the intern? I thought we were just not going to kill him.
Well, we interred him.
No, those are
then
the
he became an
prisoners.
intern.
Right. Fuck, I get them confused because they have the same look on their faces all the time.
I assume that while this is happening,
I'm just
Matthias
kinda
is
like-
just kind of like confused and like, is this really the people I want to work
Yeah,
for?
I'm just kind of like fiddling with a coin in my hand, kind of flipping it or whatever, and just
Pull up-
observing.
Just pull out some dice from your pocket and just
Just
roll
half
them around.
half smirk.
Wait, can I
Right
also
back
do
to
like
the
a quick
gunman in
like
the room.
observation of Church? Like, what is Church wearing? What is his
Yeah,
belongings?
yeah,
Does he
yeah.
have muddy shoes? Like,
Vibe
does he seem to
check.
come from finery and
Pretty
actually
hot.
kind of fits the bill?
Looks like an edgelord dad.
Hot.
I don't know about that.
Probably.
He looks like
though.
a corpse, so.
Retired soldier type.
Oh, is this where I just kind of explain what I look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, well, Vey has to roll for it. How good did she?
How
see
good does
me?
she
No,
see me
I'm-
with her
Vey-
eyes in full light?
Vey is doing a
Squint check.
I
Vey is
can do both.
Vey is doing a perception. They aren't rolling for perception.
No.
They're
Yes,
just looking. At
I
you.
am simply looking respectfully.
I
at
choose to
Church.
perceive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm not
basically like,
studying.
you know, your 6 foot, 6-ish area. Very kind of like, it's like messy, but still somewhat put together. Just, you know, basic boot cut jeans. I don't know how you say cowboy boots, but like they're that type of shape.
They get spurs.
No spurs
like-
or anything. He still needs to be somewhat quiet. It's just they're
Clink.
boots,
Leather
but they're
riding
not like
boots.
combat boots or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a long sleeve, just t-shirt tucked in, and then like a basic vest on.
Like wet work, kind of.
hmm
Yeah, he looks like he would be dressed up to be like a casual, but it's also like it can be also
It's a filthy casual.
function.
This is Brass Birmingham, but we're not running corporations. We're beating people up.
Dressed like
Yeah,
Arthur Morgan.
Just one solid, like a mustache, and then kind of messy balding hair, kind of
Yeah.
amber, not very dark skinned, but you know, darker than probably any of you probably. Definitely darker than Vey, clearly, but that doesn't take much.
No.
like
Um,
movie Blade or like
Darker than a skeleton.
Spider-Man the animated series Blade.
Tanned
yeah.
Italian.
Yeah. Tantalian.
Olive.
Yeah, darker skinned, just not like, you know. But yeah, that's about it. He's not fancy or anything, but he's also not like grungy in a way. He's somewhat put together.
He looks like these. It looks like these were clothes that were nice at one point and are clearly well made, but have been well worn through use and like wearing over a long time.
Yeah. He's
that's
been
about
in the
it.
field for a bit.
All right. Well, if he wants to help, then I guess he can help. What say the rest of you?
You're
He's
in
adding
luck, we have
another
a
one to the
missing number
payroll.
anyway.
We owe him a drink at least. Let's go do that.
Still paying for it.
No, that's not how owing a drink works.
Well, he was gonna go pay for it anyway. He just came and killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, we gotta recompensate him for the bullets he spent on our enemies. Come on.
Bullets are expensive. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't use
Oh,
bullets that often.
Oh,
Me
didn't
either.
think of that. Oh, that's right.
Bullets are expensive. That's why I don't use it. Lightning, more free than you would think.
Ghosts are free.
It's
You can
free
always
except
make
for the
more.
emotional toll.
Free really goes.
That's right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. So you guys have been introduced and have integrated Matthias Church into the gang, a sharpshooter and tracker. Yeah. So you guys continue for a little bit, maybe over the next week or so. You continue to tussle and fight back and forth with the crows while you're at war. You guys actually haven't been able to run the bar for a while because if you put the lights on, people just don't show up because they have seen the crows openly attacking, trying to firebomb this place. No customers really want to come. You guys can still meet, but you try to keep the lights off, and your money drip income from it has been a little bit strained as of late. You don't really expect any visitors anymore.
Wait, can we try and fix that a little bit? Like by maybe doing drop off
A sale.
delivery?
You know what? Sure. Why don't you give me a what would it be? Maybe consort to try and convince people that you can do delivery drinks.
Yeah, you could do like little old lady walks around with a little bag. Give me your money. Take this nip. Have fun.
Yeah.
So glad.
All right.
Why don't you
Coming.
give me?
Falling over
Boozmobile.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
All right. What are we rolling for? Position effect.
Let's give this desperate and people want their drinks. We'll give it great effect.
Does anybody want to help me with this? If not,
Well,
I will
what are-
definitely. I'll definitely do a stress to try and push it.
What are we doing?
Allie's trying to sell
Negotiate.
to-go drinks out of the bar because nobody's coming to it. For
Everyone's afraid to come
patronage.
to us, so trying to go back to them and also
Oh
make
yeah,
sure
no,
that we're
I
still
don't
alive.
think I care about much about that. So.
What are we gonna
Also,
call
cult.
Yeah, at the bottom of every bottle is a little
Yes.
advertisement for the cult.
The bottle
It-
caps are
Courtesy of the empty vessel. May
It's
you
like a
find the empty part of this vessel.
Yeah, seems you've
like a
emptied your
Snapple.
vessel.
It's like a Snapple cap. It's like there's
Yeah,
a fact about
yes.
the cult at the
Oh,
back of the
Yeah,
button.
exactly. Yeah.
It comes with a free coaster with all the information on it.
Yes.
Let me interest you in another empty vessel.
If Hick sees these, he's like literally like throwing them in the garbage every time.
Just
he
like
sees
smashing them against the wall. All
I'm
right.
pretty sure it would just be
What?
like selling the
Tom's gonna
booze
make-
and then doing everything else. But yeah, so is it 2 stress for +1?
That's correct to push
Push
yourself.
yourself.
Yep.
Vaughn can give you a hand.
Ooh.
Gonna make little spinning
Yes, Tinker.
fireworks things for the wagon.
Yeah.
What are we calling this service by?
The cult of the empty vessel.
Oh, okay.
No, that name's already taken.
Damn it.
Like,
The cruise
Yeah, by the cult of the empty vessel.
what's the demon of the cult? Is that common?
Satara?
Satara?
Yeah.
It sounds like some sort of band name. Satiric.
Come
Heels,
up with any-
heels on wheels.
Heels on wheels?
Does that work? Is that what isn't a keel like a? No, that's not a thing.
That's part of the boat.
That's some sailor nonsense I
That's
don't
some tailor
understand.
stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to do like a clever name
Like nips on pips or something, or
Yeah, something like
bottles
that.
on.
Damn it! This is hard.
Yeah.
Drinks to your doorstep.
Yeah. Ooh. Or we could do like a midnight.
The midnight nip.
Oh
Midnight
yeah.
nip.
Yeah,
The midnight cap. There you go.
midnight
Night cap.
caps.
Yes, midnight caps, like midnight caps.
Midnight.
Mm.
Nice.
We did it.
All right,
Terrific.
Let's find out how
Really
successful
important,
is
by the
this.
way.
Okay,
important.
sorry.
Yeah.
So,
Now we gotta roll the dice.
so +1 from Vaughn helping. I'm going to do 2 stress to give myself another +1, so +2d, to the dice, and rolling with. Hopefully, it goes through with 1 consort.
Nice.
You do.
I am going to
Hey,
say you
we're
guys
not-
gain the equivalent of 3 coin. Spread it however you please. Actually, I'm going to say Vey gets 3 coin to spread as she pleases.
Yeah, this is her gig.
Our bank's full, so
Yeah, that's the thing. The coffers technically are full.
It might be good then to. I mean, I definitely have room for 1 coin. Vaughn, I think, should get paid for helping kind of put this together, and then maybe we can pay Church so that Church is incentivized to help us more.
Sure. You
No.
gonna do
know about my gambling problem.
No.
Somebody
Somebody-
needs to fund that. You fund that, Scav.
Yeah, I
These
think because
poor
like
souls.
they doesn't quite trust the newcomer just yet, because who knows why they're here, and
who knows?
money does the talking. So now at least they're paid to be here.
Sure.
So my character sheet has 1 coin and 2 stash on it. Was that like copied from my other sheet, or should I just have?
I just
nothing?
gave that to you to start with.
Okay, got it.
I assumed
I
you
get-
have a little bit of spending money.
So I get 1 coin from Vey. It sounds like
Uh-huh.
appreciated.
Now this is to make sure that you don't kill us in our sleep. You're being paid to be a part of the group.
I wouldn't simply kill you while you were asleep.
We already worry about that.
There's no
from
honor in
Scoff.
that.
So you don't kill us while we are looking at you. Either way, here you go.
Faye hands you a coin. This one's for you. Okay, great. So you guys do a little bar to table drinks to try and sustain money, and you're used to not getting visitors at the bar. One night, while you guys are sort of sitting around one of the tables in the middle, trying to plan out your next defense strategy against these relentless assaults by the crows, you hear a knock at the front door.
I guess I'm the doorman. I'll go open
Boy,
it.
here we go
Yeah,
again.
I'm fucking taking a drink, dude.
I've taken the
I,
drink.
I pulled the I pulled the slot. I look who's there.
You actually don't see anyone as you're panning around, and then you sort of change the angle of your view so that you can actually look down, and there's a little small, looks like a newsboy in front of the doorway. And he looks up and sees the slide's been pulled.
Excuse me, is there a Miss Vestine Cardera here?
No.
No.
It's as you're as you go to slam the shutter, he's like,
Well, it's about the parlay.
It's Thursday, sir.
What is
I
it?
haven't.
Who's at the door?
Well, I was supposed to give this to the head official of the Midnight Encore gang. If Vestine's not here, I need someone who's a representative.
Click, click, click. All right, give it.
You're not gonna invite the boy in?
It's better if you leave, honestly, for you.
and he reaches down into his little bag and he pulls out a tied up piece of paper. It's sort of tied up with a much larger than really is necessary piece of sort of nautical rigging rope. And he holds it in his hand and he says,
This scroll is a declaration of invitation to parlay at Tangletown, hereby issued to all operating gangs in Crowsfoot and the adjoining areas to meet for a night of no armaments, discussion, and sorrow.
and he hands over the paper to you.
Thanks, kid. I'll hand him a coin.
Did you
Oh,
say
thanks,
sorrow?
mister. I'm gonna buy a gun.
Then he skips off to the side.
Make sure you get bullets with it.
That's Duskfall. Right at
Get you
bad.
free gun, no bullets.
That's Florida.
Sometimes you just buy a gun and be like, oh, I gotta actually shoot things, and they don't think about that. So you gotta remind them.
Yeah.
Thought I'm
Okay.
young.
So, I mean, I'll just give a little background. You bring in the paper and you can, say to everyone what it is. Scav, you know what this is because you had your boat tied up at Tangletown and you are the one who has been sort of operating in the seedier parts of Crowsfoot the longest out of this group. Tangletown is built on a Leviathan ship that is sort of half sunken in the middle of the water in Crowsfoot, in one of the canals, and sort of over time, various boats have gotten lashed onto it, structures have sort of been glommed on and built onto it, and it's become this structure in the middle of the canal, right off the side of Crowsfoot. It is used as a neutral location for meetings, parlay, and discussions between all the gangs of Crowsfoot. And it's not often that an invitation in a formal meeting is announced, but it looks like this is one of those invitations.
Scott, did you pay your rent?
Yeah, I'll pay the rent.
Just checking. You like to do a lot of gambling. Just want to make sure you're okay.
It mentions mourning, which means somebody died.
Yes. Do you open it up and read the interior?
All right.
Yeah. Somebody read this. Just because.
I can't read.
Yeah.
It's pretty dramatic. I want somebody else to read it. It's not because I can't read. I just think that somebody else should read it and gravely look up and tell us what it says.
Nice. You open it up and it says, essentially, Lissa, new de facto leader of the Crows, calls summons to a parlay meeting in Tangletown for all gangs who shall be granted amnesty for the night of this meeting. And it says that this meeting is to mourn the loss of and celebrate the life of Rorik, the late leader of the Crows, who was taken from them in an inopportune time far too early.
What a tragedy.
Also, I'm just going to ping this onto everyone's screens.
Inopportune for who?
Load PDF.
It hurts?
Crowsfoot.
Yeah, it hurts.
In Crowsfoot, the item number 2 is Tangletown. Just so you know where it
smack
is.
in the middle, I see.
Yes. All right, so that is what you guys have received.
It would be rude to not take an invitation, right?
Do we trust him?
Absolutely not.
Well, I mean, we already spilled some blood today. What's the difference?
And also, what you do know, Skav, is you've never seen it happen because you haven't had one of these parlays occur, but you do know that, in general, all the gangs that operate in Crowsfoot understand the value of this neutral meeting ground. So while you guys definitely fully suspect the Crows, you know that should they pull something there, it's more than likely that they would become the enemies of all of Crowsfoot.
Okay. They're definitely up to something, but I don't think they'd risk a big Bravo type of ordeal. It's just not the way things are in Crowsfoot.
If we do end up going, it might be a great idea to set Church somewhere nearby with his scope.
Yeah, he does his best work from a distance, from what I've seen.
But also, the Crows don't quite know that he's with us yet.
It's true. Nobody alive saw him.
It's always good to bring some insurance.
Nice.
Can be arranged.
Well, so do you guys think you want to go to this meeting? If so, then we will basically go into some information gathering and planning and treat this like a score.
You know what else we can do? We could use our little hostage. Maybe use the opportunity of a neutral ground to maybe exchange him for something from the Crows.
You could bring him with you.
I'm not sure what we want.
I think that'll be fine. I mean, if we're gonna be parlaying with the Crows anyways, it seems like a good place to do this.
Could just keep them in a neutral location, and then if they offer something, just be like, well, we have this. Bring them out dramatically.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
He's
having
some street guy. He's not.
Yeah,
worth that much.
he's a negotiating chip, just for anything.
All right. Well, let's information gather. Maybe we can find out why they really want us there, because it's definitely not this.
Not just a memorial service.
And if not, we can at least scout up the location, see if there's something that we can take advantage of, like a good vantage point for
Yeah, I would probably be scouting the surrounding areas and trying to find the best, vantage point.
Yeah. Why don't you do a give me a roll for that? That would probably be hunt, right?
I would say hunt that or study.
The survey too.
Survey. That's what I meant.
All right, so survey, or is it hunt?
Let me just do this. You could try to spot a good ambush point, but hunting might be better.
Okay, I'll hunt.
So that's what it says in survey. Yeah, spotting a good ambush point is hunting.
Okay. Modifier none, risky standard roll.
Nice.
Bam.
You find
So
a
good at this.
fantastic hiding point, and I will make it so basically when your position is revealed, you will like contribute greatly because no one's going to know you're there, and you're going to have a great spot. You like
Set up a
identify
nest.
one of the adjoining buildings where there's sort of a larger section that's been built onto Tangletown that's usually like the large meeting area. It has like a bunch of benches on the sides, little standing tables in the middle. There's like an elevated front area for people who are like making announcements or talking out to the crowd. And there's a lot of windows on the side. And you particularly find a spot on one of the buildings on the other side of the canal that can look straight into the windows behind the like announcing stage. So you can just see the whole inner crowd area through your scope.
Maybe he like rents out a hotel room that's like this vantage thing, so we can have time to set up.
Or or maybe it's not renting out a hotel room. What is on the other side of Crowsfoot? It's I think it's the red light district.
That's a different kind of room you're renting.
Duskfall map. Let's load this up.
One is Crow's
Yeah, it's Silk Shore on the other side. So maybe it's you pay for the services of a lovely lady of the night, and then when she like starts undressing, you're like, no, I'm just setting. You start pulling out a suitcase, putting together your rifle.
Just lay down right here, and you put the gun on her back.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yes.
Oh no, it's
Hold
that
this.
High School of the Dead boob shot thing.
The vibrating
Spotter is
noise.
some random hooker.
It's the fucking gif where the guy shoots like a sniper rifle and it goes between this woman's like
High School of the Dead.
Yeah,
as you do in anime.
We know. Yeah.
In anime.
Great. All right, sweet. So you have a fantastic position set up for this church. Anyone else?
Yep.
You guys said you wanted to do some information gathering.
Yeah, I mean, I can try and help with that or do it, depending. Since I am familiar with this area, at least, maybe I know somebody. I can talk to them.
Yeah.
Hex need to find us a boat that's not going to sink on us.
Yeah,
I could try
true.
sorting.
Thing, right?
I mean, I think you'll probably be able to find a boat. They've actually probably lashed a bunch of dinghies off to the side, expecting people to be coming over to Tangletown. But so you probably don't have to do that. But yeah, sure. Let's do Scott. Why don't you gather some information for me?
Yeah, consort.
Yes, let's do consort. We'll do a fortune consort roll, and we'll see what you get. Nice.
Oh, dude, look at all these.
Never didn't have it.
these-
You
Don't worry,
find
they'll come back and
Yeah,
bite us in
this
the
is
butt.
the last time we will
Yeah.
see a 6 tonight.
what you find out that from people talking on the streets, you find out that it seems that what Lissa is doing with this is actually, it seems she's figured out who killed Rorik, and she plans to announce it at the meeting.
Huh. If she's inviting everybody, probably inviting an enemy to try to, in particular, take them out, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe she's making accusations.
Yeah, or she's trying
Yeah.
to, like, implicate a gang that hasn't been in the war yet.
Ooh.
Could be.
Drag someone
That is
back.
the only gather information I will give you guys before we go to actually moving in on this.
All right.
Cool.
If there's other prep you guys think you want to do, maybe you can, or we can just start getting right into.
Yeah, I think it's time to get into. Do you know what sheet the types of engagement?
The types of engagement roles. I think I put it in the player guide, and it's in the quick reference, I think. Maybe. This is all the actions. No, is it in core rules? Stress and trauma. The basics? I don't think it would be. If not, I'll tell you guys, basically.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so engagement role. So there's assault, do violence to a target, deception, lure, trick or manipulate, stealth, trespass unseen, occult, engage supernatural power, social, negotiate, bargain or persuade, or transport, carry cargo or people. Probably, it seems like the most applicable ones are either social or maybe deception. I guess stealth if you guys wanted to sneak in, but then it might be obvious that nobody has seen you guys check in or show up.
Yeah, we've literally been invited. Sounds like a social thing.
Mhm.
The only other thing is probably need to be forced, but we could do an occult. Talk to a ghost somehow, ask it to help us somehow. Because maybe we could convince a ghost to fuck up the meeting. That way it's not any gang's fault.
I would save something like that. That could be a flashback.
Yeah.
That's a vague thing.
Okay. I was just trying to cover all possibilities.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a stretch for this one, but you could definitely do something. You could use that angle in a flashback, I think. I mean, unless your guys' explicit desire is just to fuck up this meeting, to actually not go to it and just like mess with it, then like sure, I think everything's on the table if that's the goal.
I want to go because I want to know information.
Yeah, I'm kind
I
of
think it's
interested in
probably
the information.
We shouldn't fuck up everything. We actually
Yeah.
kind of need to know what's going on.
I think
And
the
you know,
first impulse is the best one.
and if it's gonna be the crows, we'll just see like how many are left. Essentially, get a head count on them.
Sure. Yes. All right. So we'll say social, negotiate, bargain, or persuade. The social connection is the detail of how you guys get in. Well, this is a general all gangs invitation thing, so I would say maybe you don't necessarily need a connection, but take a look at who your allies are and just think about it. Is there someone like when you guys show up to the meeting who you might want to immediately just connect with and sort of discuss with them? Is there anyone you can think of for that?
I mean, we could try to also be nice to Bazo.
Oh,
Shit, he's gonna be
I'm not
there,
saying
huh?
anymore.
He's gonna be there. Celestine's not there.
That's true. He's not Valentine
Yeah.
anymore. Yep.
I can get her out for you. Philistine, a shiver runs down her spine in her cell.
Yeah, right.
Of course, we get
Something's the
invited to a
matter.
fancy social event without her.
Also,
You know
I
what?
Son of
remember.
a bitch.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, maybe I'll keep that one to myself.
Hold on. I would like to also add in information. I have notes saying that Delph did not like what's his name? Rorik. Which is ex-lover of Velstein. So just throwing that out there that Delph does not
Rorik
like
is not the ex-lover of Velstein.
That's what. Okay.
Rorik is the former leader of the Crows.
For some reason,
Bazo
I thought.
is
Yeah,
Velstein's.
no. I just thought that also Velstein got in with Delph at one point. Old notes.
That's all right.
Either way, Delph don't like Rorik.
Mhm.
So throwing that out at the beginning could be.
Who is dead?
Yeah, but Delph could have done it.
No, he could have took him out.
We're speculating right now.
Yeah.
Circumstantial objection.
Right.
Overruled.
Understood.
Objection.
Ruled.
Sustained.
What? Not right.
Engage.
Right.
All right.
Fuck. All right. So how do we get in? Yeah, because we just go. We can just go hang out.
Let's just go. All right.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Let's just
All
go.
right,
and
so
let's
Let's in-res this media.
Yeah, exactly. All right. We're
You know
getting
what? I think we're
engaged.
gonna make up things as we go along. So let's just go.
I think so too.
I have everything.
We're gonna
planned, so
do
You guys can.
a base fortune roll. Nothing really. Your contacts provided insight, so we're gonna give you an extra die. And then we're complex. Nope. I will say enemies, rivals, interfering, just the presence of all the other gangs there, I will knock off a dice for that. Okay, so we are on a single dice engagement roll.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. Okay.
Question mark.
Yo, GM, I
Oh,
can't see the
boy.
secret roll.
Oh.
Yeah, if you
let me
could.
guess. Sorry. Can I make
Secreted it
this?
away.
There we go. Revealed everyone. There we go.
Nah.
Yay!
Ooh.
You did it.
Okay.
GM, this one
Six.
says bad result, but nothing bad's supposed to happen to
Guys,
us.
no, it's fine. We want desperate. That's how we get experience.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, we're all gonna get a free XP point.
No, this is actually going to be great. There's going to be a little bit of exposition, again, setting up the in media res, and then it will absolutely plop you guys directly in a desperate position.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you guys go to the Tangletown Parlay. You are all, I'm going to assume baseline, you guys are all light loadout, because you don't even want to look like you're armed. You might have smuggled some stuff in, we'll find out. But you're supposed to show up unarmed.
Right.
So I assume everyone is light load. You guys show up. As mentioned, there are some dinghies already tied up and more small urchin boys sort of escorting people onto the dinghies and paddling you out to Tangletown. And you guys get paddled out, and at the front area, there are a few heavies. There's like a big Crows member. There's one of the there's a Grinders member, the gang that you guys are a little bit friendly with. There's a couple of those guys, and they're just running pat downs at the front and ushering people in. You guys get ushered in, you mingle with the various other gangs, everyone's sort of mumbling under their breath, trying to talk about what's happening. You hear offhand some people speculating about what you have confirmed, that it seems Lissa knows who killed Rorik. You hear some other people talking about things, saying that she's planning to take over Crow's Foot and that this is going to be a tool in it. Something like that. You know, lots of various mumblings. As the night goes on, people have some drinks, there's some food being served, and then you hear a tinking of a glass as Lissa gets up onto the stage and makes her announcements. She says, "To the whole crowd, thank you, you crowd of cutthroats, no do-gooders, and all about scavengers and scum." And everyone goes, "Yeah," and cheers and holds up their glasses.
we're evil.
Yeah. It's been a long time since we had one of these meetings, and I wish it were on better terms. But as you all know, our beloved Crow leader Rorik was taken away from us. And she goes on and on, talks about how he kept the balance between the Red Sashes and the Lampblacks together for many years through subtle negotiation. She makes a few jabs at Bazo and cracks a couple jokes about Mylera being too young, and they're all good about it. They cheer from the crowd. They're at separate tables on either sides of the room. She makes a few jokes about other gangs in the area and generally waxes on about good stories about Rorik. Everyone agrees, you know, he was generally quite liked, if a little bit stern. He was just very even-handed and he kept things in check. And then as she comes to the end of it, she says, "As you all know, it was through a diplomatic vote that I was named the next leader of the Crows. And I'll say, I'm going to try and do right by Rorik." And you hear cheers. Yeah! "I'm going to try and get Crowsfoot back in line and show those snoot-nosed leaders with all their money and tools up in Whitechapel and Charter Hall that we're made of different stuff." Yeah! Everyone cheers and cheers. "We're going to take back more. We're going to grow past Crow's Foot. We're going to get what we deserve." Everyone cheers and yells. And she says, "But before we do that, tonight can't be only about sadness and sorrow. No. Tonight's about something better. About satisfaction. It's about justice. Because you see, in the time between Rorik's death and now, I have not stopped investigating. I've had my ear to the ground. I've had my scouts going about gathering evidence. And wouldn't you know, I figured out who's behind Rorik's death." And the crowd goes a little bit quiet. Says,
It's gonna be us.
"Weren't it a coincidence that about the same time that Rorik died, there were a couple of upstarts showed up in our streets. You hear grumbles in the crowd. Started sparking up conflict between the two gangs that Rorik so nobly kept in balance. It's almost like they wanted to do something, and he was in the way. And then as soon as he was gone, that tinder fire was ignited by their spark. And she has a wicked grin on her face, and she looks through the crowd and locks eyes with the group of you at a table. It's only just now that you notice that all the other gang members have slowly been moving away from you guys, and there's a little bit of a gap between the rest of the crowd and you.
Great.
Chair squeak.
That's right. It was the midnight encore all along. And she points at you guys.
I got a mouthful of heels.
Yeah, you've got like a turkey leg in hand.
Everybody look at us.
Also, just to set this before I resume talking in Lissa voice, she is, a woman of average height. She is burly, very strong looking, and she has a not intentional side cut to her hair. Long hair on one side. The other side is because she has a series of raking scars across that side of her head. It gives her a very intimidating look.
Huh.
And as she's pointing at you, she then sort of raises a finger up to the air and looks to the rest of the crowd. But, as we all know, we are in parley right now, so I do not make this accusation lightly. However, due to the now stabilized coffers of the Crows gang, I am offering a 10,000 silver bounty to the gang or independent operator who brings me the heads of the Midnight Encore.
Guys, 10,000. Not bad.
No, dude,
those guys are
we don't
in
even
trouble.
have to do much work. We could just bring our heads with us. Oh, wait.
And now,
Good thing
she
for
waves her
income.
hands. Yeah. With that announcement, I hope that you all can enjoy your drinks and have a pleasant rest of the evening. What happens when you get back on shore is your own business. She takes a bow, like not breaking eye contact with you guys the entire time, and then steps off the stage.
Fucking ghost middle finger at her.
And the room is silent. You can feel the tension in the air. And you see that this little ring that's been growing around you, you notice hands going to pockets, behind backs, down to pant legs. Everyone on the edge is sort of looking at each other and then darting their eyes at you. And before you can fully react, you notice a couple of gangers near the edges shove out, and they are swinging shiv knives at you guys.
Uh-oh.
But there's a parlay here. They can't attack us here.
It's 10,000 silvers.
I'd like to flashback.
You'd like to flash?
Back.
Takes
Okay.
off all his clothes.
Did it
got
cut
cut
out?
off. Yeah,
Oh,
it cut
sorry.
out.
I'd like
That's
to
okay.
flash.
Excuse me, holding priority, I will cast flashback.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, mine has split second, so...
What I will do actually is before you flashback, for you, Skov, because you're the largest target, I am going to ask you to make a... This guy with the shiv is diving at you. I'm just going to ask you to, right now, you are about to suffer moderate harm.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to resist?
I'm already at half stress. I don't know if I should do that. I could armor if I...
Mhm.
So, where's the ability live? What do we have for free? For loading?
Armor and weapon, 2 load, I think.
Free armor and weapon?
Where'd it go? Just had it open. Oh, there we are.
If you have it.
Abilities. Bravos rigging. You get 2 free load worth of weapon or armor.
Okay, I could say that I get armor and then activate it.
Yeah, perfect. You're going to resist it.
Yep.
And
Vest.
That just works, right? I don't have to...
yeah, it just happens. Yep. So instead, so what happens is this guy rushes at you, and you turn to face him, and where he would normally go to stab you, it sort of digs into the thick leather body armor you've got on, and he rests it forward a little bit, and he manages to actually, and when he gets it kind of stuck, and then he rips his arm out, and it doesn't slash through the leather, but down where the tip had gotten to you, it does lacerate your stomach a little bit. And then he stumbles back to the edge of the crowd. So
Alright,
you are
so
going to
that's minor
suffer.
harm now, right?
Yes, minor harm, stomach laceration. You will have reduced effect on your rolls.
Right. I got.
There you go.
I took tummy laceration.
Tummy hurt.
Oh no, bellyache.
Yeah. Okay. Now you can flash back. This guy sort of leaped forward, tried to shank Skov, jumped back, and you guys are starting to hear uproars from the crowd, and you can see other people at the edges very clearly drawing concealed weapons like holdout pistols, shivs, blackjacks.
So the first thing that I'm gonna say, not really a flashback, more of the loadout. I'm gonna pull out the hors d'oeuvres tray that I had shoved under my shirt. After I finished off some hors d'oeuvres, that was my armor. And
That was the armor. Imperfect.
Nice.
Incredible. Yes.
I toss it onto the ground, and it does the loud, long plate rolling thing.
Yeah.
And then I yell, "Now, guys!" And I'd like to flash back and say that I command the our cohorts to dress up as like waiters and the service people for this event, and I was able to like get in thanks to me knowing people or something. Would that be like a command or a consort?
I would say it's. Let me think. Would it be? It's probably consort. Probably consort, because you're trying to. Okay. So which way is it? Are you trying to? Are you like persuading on behalf of your crew to try and get them in, or are you telling your crew to get into these spots?
Well, it's a lot easier for me if I am telling them to figure it out on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, yeah, so let's just do command. Let's do command.
All right, what's my position effect? Actually, I know what the position is, right? It's desperate?
Yeah, it's desperate, and you will actually have reduced effect from this. I would say this was normally, like, normal effect, but you're going to have reduced effect.
Yeah. Does somebody want to help me on this one? This flashback?
I'll tell you what, would you like a devil's bargain?
Sure. I mean, what is it, actually?
You're muted.
Satan.
What is it?
Let's find out. 47. Sorry, no, I'm just talking to myself.
Okay. I was like, I don't...
47 devil bargain.
All right. Do you want 47? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Okay, you will do something. You'll get plus one die, but this is actually perfect. You'll do something needlessly dramatic and attention grabbing as you perform the action, which will give you your group plus one heat automatically.
Hell yeah.
It
sounds like that's exactly what you're doing here.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to sneak these
You're
people
muted.
in. Damn it, I was hitting the wrong button. It's like a 2-button combination. All right, cool. I'll get plus one die. I will take that bargain.
Perfect. You're showboating.
Or being bravos, dude.
I would like to note I have a
Or
ghost
Bravo.
key as an emergency exit.
Great.
All right.
Fantastic.
So,
Yeah.
So I get some of them in?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say basically what it is you shout this out. You guys get plus one heat, which is going to increase your wanted level.
Oh, I don't think anybody wants us more than they do now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying we're gonna be wanted? Oh,
That's
no.
Oh, and you know what?
In front of every gang in the whole
wanted.
area.
And you know what? Let's change the map as well. Let's just give a little more ambiance to this. Let's get you out of
Take us to the
here.
dojo.
Let's get you in here.
Yeah, that was my thing that I was like, I could try and sneak these people in, but I was like, nah, that's probably good if we need it for a flashback.
Yes. Very nice.
Oh, how much stress did I take for that flashback?
I would say that is a 2 stress flashback.
Ooh, oofers. Okay.
Oofers, indeed.
London
Yes.
Bridge.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a clock for this. Let's ruh-roh.
Guess we're gonna need that
We're
sniper
gonna
support.
call this.
Yeah. The one thing we planned. Let's hope it
I know.
pans out.
That is actually what I was gonna do next.
Good thing he wasn't here to
Everybody ducks.
hear the
Ah,
action.
shit.
This is. There we go.
Really stressed. Might get traumatized, which would be cool.
Okay.
Wait, cool.
It's huge. All right.
Okay,
Bill Hook's
good.
ambush, and I will put 1 tick on it.
Hey, what's that mean?
Yeah. So you shout. What do you shout? Is it like a one-liner or?
Shit. Hey, service to our table, please.
And, yes.
And then they
And
like
actually,
whip out their weapons or something. The ones that
exactly.
were able to get in. Maybe it's maybe it's just one of them.
Yeah. No. Like Frankie was like, she was carrying a tray around, and she throws the tray, and underneath she has her sawn-off shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Other people have like various weapons that they're pulling from like arms that they had towels draped over.
Yeah, towel draped over their Tommy gun type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. And yeah, it is at this point that the crowd just erupts into chaos. Some of it is people trying to dive in at you guys with improvised weapons. Some of it is people trying to stop those people from diving in at you because they are trying to maintain the peace and sanctity. And also your thugs are sort of generally causing a ruckus because they are just spread around. And is at this point, Church, from across the canals, you see this happen. You can't hear anything happening, but you notice, you can see Lissa take her bow and start to walk off stage. You see everyone moving away from your crew, and then you see the guy dive into the middle to stab Skov, and then everything erupts into chaos. You can take some shots if you'd like.
Yes, I will.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, shots.
All right, so it's just a regular hunt roll, right?
Yes, this will be a hunt roll, and because of your awesome position, I will say you have a. It is going to be improved the controlled position and great effect.
And then, what is it? 1 stress to push myself?
2 stress to push yourself.
2 stress. I mean, might as well. See what?
Try and get the crit.
Yeah. Oh God.
Ooh.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Snap.
let loose some shots. The
My
windows
leg.
from the inside, you guys hear the windows shatter, and you see a couple tables splinter into wood chips next to you. You see a couple glasses shatter, but nobody really actually gets hurt. I will say you can try and shoot again, but this one will be risky, and it will not have the incredibly high effect because everyone's just heard bullets come in through the windows, or you can try a different approach.
No, I'll try to shoot again. Why
Shoot again?
not?
Yeah.
Second verse, same as the first.
Or can I? Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I'll just do the. What is it? A risky?
It would be a risky
Standard.
standard. I'll say you can do another volley, but this is risky standard, yeah.
Come on.
Told you,
Okay.
it's
Of course.
last
Yeah,
one
I
we were
crit
gonna
the
see.
freaking vantage.
Can't
point.
have it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris
Uh,
said 6s are gone.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
We're all gonna
1, 2,
die,
3,
and then Shane's gonna join a different crew.
4. All right,
Yeah,
we're
he's
gonna do
fuck.
left to right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I will re-roll. So public roll. All right, you shoot Vey in the shoulder. Vey, you are about to suffer. You are about to suffer minor harm. Shoulder, basically like a grazing of a bullet on your shoulder.
Yeah, I'll
That
take
was
it.
minor. Okay. So you take
always
minor
resist
harm.
I have 3 stress left.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
resisting is rolling a die, so what's the worst that could happen? You get drunk.
I want the wound. I'll take the wound.
Yep.
You want the wound, all right.
Give me the wound.
All right. So you can just call it like grazed shoulder, basically.
Give me the wound.
Wound.
Give me the damage.
Okay. As chaos has erupted, shots are ringing out, windows are shattering. Vey has been clipped on the shoulder by a bullet. She has no idea from where. Church has an idea from where, but It's weird.
You just didn't like zone your sights right, or it got like off kilter or something.
Yeah, it didn't account for the Coriolis effect.
Yeah, I mean, also at this point, panic mode, definitely gonna start using that ghost key to open up a fucking door.
I was about to say, you have not made a roll yet, Faye, so why don't you do something? What would you like to do?
Literally, like, probably duck, cry a little, and get my ghost key out in a panic, and just summon a, does it have to have a door nearby?
What I will do, well, let's say this. You can try to attune to the ghost field and find a door to the ghost field nearby.
Yes.
That you will then be able to unlock when you get to it with your ghost field.
Yeah, so sometimes a door to that place can be found. Okay.
Cool.
So, attune. I don't really think anybody else. I mean, can I bug Hicks? Can I be like, Hicks, I need your attention to help me find this?
I'm just trying to summon lightning and defend us right now, but sure, why not?
You're already in the field. You're just in a different field.
I'm just like
different fields.
I'm like holding my sparkle hands out, like trying to defend us, while Skav and I think Vond is probably like doing stuff to hold them off, and then I'll stay behind with Vey so she can figure something out.
Okay, so Sparkle Hand, who knows? Maybe that's gonna help figure out where the door's coming from. Maybe you're pulling from, an area.
Yeah, and I have attunement too, so I can just kind of feel the area and I can help.
Yeah. No, yeah, Vey ducks down to the ground. You're trying to prepare some lightning to ward people off, and as she is on the ground, she reaches over and grabs your ankle.
Give me the juice. Position effect?
Let's make this a desperate roll, and this will be standard effect. What's desperate standard?
Guys, we're gonna die. Guys, we actually think we're going to die.
All right, you lose the opportunity for this action. You are trying to find a door, but you just can't. It is too chaotic in here.
Too much panic.
Yeah, too much panic. Maybe in a little while you could try again, but right now it is just too chaotic.
Lord.
Let's go to either Vond or Hicks. One of you guys. What do you want to do?
Oh, by the way, desperate rolls, we need to mark those off, right?
Yes, I did say it earlier, but again, make sure you guys.
I just remembered mine, so
I have.
Make sure you're
figured I'd
marking
remind.
Desperate.
Despies.
Well, this is a shit show. I'm gonna start throwing smoke bombs. Hold your breath.
Great.
I got a mask I can put on, that's for sure.
Sweet. Yeah, if you guys brought masks with you, you can check those off from your load and say you whip those out.
You wouldn't deprive a big man of his mask, would you? We say at the entrance.
Yeah, that's exactly right. No, you guys are all like pointing to Scoff and be like, trust me, when he starts eating the hors d'oeuvres, you're gonna want one of these. Okay, so this is probably a wreck roll, which because it's kind of employing chaos or sabotage to create a distraction. This would basically make it. Yeah, if you succeed with these smoke bombs, you will probably cause enough of a distraction that you guys could start trying to maneuver your way to an exit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna just immediately push myself because our dice are turned against us.
Yeah.
So,
You had a few good rolls.
Desperate, what's the effect?
I'm gonna say this is desperate. Do you have something in your bandolier specifically for this? Because if you do, I'd even say this is probably great effect if you have your.
Bandolier, and then the smoke bomb is just one of the items.
Okay.
I probably just keep one with me most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We put in the what is it down in long-term projects? The
long term. Yeah.
Smoke bomb. Yeah. Just a classic.
Backward smoke. Tier 2.
Yep. Is tier 2, so that is something you guys conceivably have access to.
Yeah, so it's Sparkcraft, so.
And it has 2 uses. So yeah, I think it's reasonable to say you brought one of those with you. Yeah, so you can throw a smoke bomb.
Slots, just get it rolling.
Yep, mark off a bandolier slot, and yeah, this will be desperate great effect.
Desperate great effect. Plus 1 dice. Go. Hey, 3 numbers.
Okay, nice.
Hey, it is possible.
I am going to tick up this clock 1. But yeah, you take this grenade and you see a sort of lamp hanging from the ceiling, rocking back and forth a little bit as all these bodies are now sort of tumbling and moving. You take the grenade, you pull back, you eye it a little bit, you bite your tongue, and then you throw the grenade underhand as you pull the pin out, and it sort of hangs in the basket of this hanging lamp, and then smoke starts billowing out and just covering the area from this upper area of distribution. The area is now covered in a thick smoke. If you guys wanted to try and make your way to an exit, you could or just move through the crowd, you could certainly start doing that.
Has anybody not rolled yet?
I haven't rolled.
Hicks has not rolled yet.
All right.
I think once we get like this cloud cover up, I'll just kind of just announce like loudly to, you know, everybody here while we're not visible and we're assuming trying to get away right now. Just kind of call out that the well, you crows, your real leader's dead, and this sham breaks parlay. Everyone here, you know the rules. The crows aren't worth it anymore. They can't handle anything. We gotta get them out of here. You want the 10,000? Take it from them! And then I'll just kind of shoot lightning at their table and leave.
Nice. Terrific. You shoot some lightning at a table, shatter a bottle or two as this is happening. There's a little gout of flame as the liquor inside ignites, and smoke descends from the smoke bomb onto the area. If you guys want to make out, you could do, or make it out, you could do a...
no, like what was the other one?
No time.
If you...
Make out?
You could do a group, like a group prowl, basically. You could do a group prowl.
Yeah. I could prowl.
Cool.
Well,
nice.
I mean, I think that's probably the best thing. We take advantage of the smoke and try and get GTFO.
Yeah, def. All right, so that would be everyone make a prowl roll. We will take Hicks's result, but everyone else who fails will cause 1 stress to Hicks. And this is not including Church. I'm gonna go to you next, Church, and we'll figure out what you do.
What are we rolling?
Desperate.
Prowl. I'm actually gonna say this is controlled because you guys are covered in fog.
Okay.
The smoke.
I'm gonna say basically. I'm gonna say like you could potentially retry this if it doesn't work out. Maybe like bump into some people instead.
And standard.
Yes. Yeah, I would say this is a standard effect. There's not really degrees to this.
We're all rolling
Worse than
and
that.
or
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone do a controlled standard.
Don't know why the 3 dice came out of that.
Alright, thanks for the...
Yeah, I was very confused when I saw failure pop up, but that was once.
Alright, here we go. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Guys, we're dead.
Okay.
Well, we're not dead. Yeah, we are
That's
actually.
sneaky.
No. All right. What was that? So, God, I'm trying to decipher who rolled what here. All right. Okay, it was okay, 3 dice came out because 2 people clicked at the same time. That's what it was.
Ah.
Okay. So you are going to suffer 1 strain, Chase, or 1 stress because of the Vaughn's failed prowl.
Thanks, Fond.
And then, yeah, you try to navigate your way through the smoke. You guys are sort of trying to lead each other with a hand on each other's shoulders, but you keep bumping into people. You, like, barely duck your heads away from some swinging fists as everyone's sort of duking it out and fighting in this area. And you move your way, and you finally hit the edge of the place, and it's just one of the walls. This is not where you remember the door being. You have gotten yourselves turned around a bit. I will say, at this point, the... alternate opportunity, I will say, Vey, you can try again to find that ghost door.
Please.
If you'd like.
I really seem like crawling on the ground, trying to not get stepped on while doing this.
Yeah.
Since I succeeded at my prowl roll, I'm gonna say I'm throwing people out of the way, out the windows.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
that's
maybe
just
you're
what I'm
like
doing.
Whenever I
right
start
behind Hicks.
defenstrating.
And or maybe you're at the very end of it, and as the crowd closes around you, you just pick people up along the way and throw them out windows. Yeah.
Like, wait, we're trying to get our getaway. Oh shit. What?
Don't you understand that?
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to leave through this door right here. Don't follow me.
Also, good use of defenestrate.
Nice.
risky? Or
I'm
'Cause
still gonna.
foggy?
It's gonna be desperate. This is gonna be.
Ah!
You know what? No, with the fog, no one really knows what you're doing. So let's call this one risky because you are seizing a risky opportunity.
Yeah.
We'll say this is risky and standard effect. Nice.
Oh, finally.
Yes.
I am very
Yeah.
stressed. I stress
You guys
myself
are-
out.
Yes, Hicks has led you guys to a wall, and you are getting sort of pinned. A couple people have realized that it's actually you behind them. Meanwhile, Vey is desperately pawing against the wall, and finally she sticks her hand on it, and you see her stop, and like puts her ear to it for a little bit. And there's a little bit of like frost building around where her fingers are. She fumbles around in her bags, pulls out a key, shoves it into the wall. And like the rest of you guys are sort of backed into it, like leaning up against her, trying to protect her. She turns the key, and you all fall through a hole that suddenly appears in the wall.
Perfect.
And then all of a sudden, Skov lands on top of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all take Reefus harm.
You all like you all land like smallest person first, then next person on top of them. Oh, watch it.
It's definitely Vey.
Oh, okay, is everybody here?
Vey first.
Before we describe what happens here, I'm going to smash cut to Church. Church, you see this chaos erupting. None of your shots have really hit. You see smoke starting to fill the room. What are you doing?
All right. Did I at least see what direction they were heading in?
You kind of lost track of them once the smoke started.
All right. Can I leave? Get up and leave this room, and then just start casually walking out.
Mhm.
And I'd like to probably. I'm still new at these new abilities, like either study or survey what maybe to get like a lead on them of what alleyway or whatever they might pop out of, so I can defend that location.
Okay, what about this? You could say like, grab your stuff, maybe go up to the roof of the building instead of this room where you'll get maybe a broader view.
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
And then from there, you can, I guess, yeah, let's say survey. Spot telltale signs of trouble. Basically, you can get on top and you unload your gun, or you can keep it loaded, and you're just using the scope like a monocular, basically. You're scanning Tangletown, you're scanning the other side of the shore, trying to see what happens, or what is happening.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. Risky standard, I assume?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay. I am going to say that as you get up onto this roof and you try to start scoping out, you're scanning around, and then you hear in the distance, and ping, ping, right next to you, a couple bullets ping off the roof that you're perched on. You whip your head around and start panning. You see a couple glints of scopes on nearby buildings. It seems there's probably some crow snipers that were planted expecting to see you leave this building at some point, and they're starting to take shots at you.
Okay, wonderful.
You are now in a desperate position, and I'm going to say, what do you do now?
All right.
Oh boy, here we go killing again.
Yeah, I mean,
The lone wolf.
You're also separated from the rest of your group.
I am. That's fantastic.
Hmm.
Rifle. Oh God, I have this. Oh, I can whip out my trained hunting pet to maybe bother them.
Get him, bird.
I forget how that actual works, but it's part of my load.
I think it's really just that
Yeah.
you can use it to conceive, like basically if you can conceive of an action where you would use it, it then enables you to do it.
Right, so I could say, I could call out my falcon that I have with me and say, can you provide a distraction to like start pecking at him?
Okay. And what are you going to do while it's distracting them?
Probably. Do I want to just maybe use that as advantage on like a shot or something, so that they're distracted and I can get a clean shot off at them?
Yeah, I would say you could probably use it as advantage on the. It would help you get a clean shot. It would also help you escape. And I will say that if you want to shoot back, you do not really know where these guys are, and they are very far away.
All right,
so
I'll
it will
probably
be a very difficult
escape
shot.
then.
Okay. So that's probably like a prowl. So I will say you are going to be in a desperate position, but this will be great effect. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll say you get a whole extra dice. There's going to be desperate position normal effect, but you are going to get an extra dice.
All right.
For your crow pecking at things. Let's do that.
All right. So sorry, I was trying to add the actual pet to the loadout. I don't know if that's how that works, or is it just?
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you? I mean, does it
I tried
take
to
any?
do that and it wouldn't. Oh wait, maybe.
If you have more than one window open, they can get
There you
kind of
go.
stuck.
I added it in.
Yeah. Okay. So what was it? What was the roll again?
Okay. Okay, sorry. I forgot some of those buttons. We'll say, so you can do a prowl, and you're going to get an extra dice for it.
Okay, so prowl, an extra dice, and then it was desperate.
Desperate standard.
Standard.
Okay. Nice.
Hey, wow,
Great.
roll above 3.
Okay. So I will say we'll just go with the reduced effect. You're able to get out of the building and down to the ground safely with this. But you still have to decide where you're going to go from there and generally what you're going to do with that. The other thing is, I forgot this little line of text at the very end, cohort expert hunter. Basically, your animal acts similarly to how the Gang of Thugs work, where it's like you can command it to go do things, and it's an expert, so it rolls really well at hunt rolls. So like you could tell your hawk to go track someone, and it does a really good job of it because it's an expert hunter. That's basically it.
Okay.
Like in theory, you could have sent the crow to find the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe that's what you do with your next roll. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I will say is, as you are coming down off the roof, you see a brief flash of light from the side of the Tangletown meeting structure in the shape of a door. You see that sort of flash. That's all you see, though.
All right.
Other crew. On the other side of the canals, back from where you came from, you guys all tumble unceremoniously out of the wall of a building into a pile onto the ground. Right in front of a couple of bluecoats who were just sort of shooting the shit and, slacking off on their rounds. They sort of both turn around and look at the lot of your crew that have just tumbled out of a wall. They start walking over. Well, what's all this then? It seems we've have a group of gentlemen and one lady who seem to have engaged in a type of ghost door-related activity.
No, we stumbled out of that other door.
I'm just gonna bribe him.
Yeah.
You gentlemen can't see anything, in fact, and I'll just bribe him.
Perfect. So this is probably going to be a sway, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
That's understandable.
Anybody want to help?
Does offering coin help at all? Like, or does that maybe just change the effect?
I am going to say, I'm going to say offering money is what enables you to make this roll.
All right.
Okay.
This is going to be a desperate standard roll.
Great. Okay. So I have nothing in sway.
I'd like to I don't have anything in sway, but I'd like to at least help because I've been wounded. We could move on a little bit, like make it seem like it's very important for us to leave, or we just came from a risky area.
Lost our resident swayer.
We did.
Okay. So are you taking stress to give me a dice?
Yeah, I will. Sorry, other people do whatever you want. I also can potentially offer you a devil's bargain if you're interested.
I have 1 slot left for stress.
Okay, I'll take the devil's bargain.
All right.
Unless you want a trauma too.
No.
Well, the devil's bargain would be when you go to grab the money to fend this guy off, you start patting through your pockets, and we don't have to note what it is at this point, but something that you plan to bring with you for this job, you swear you packed it, you swear you brought it with you, but as you're patting around just absently while you look for where you have your coin pouch, you just don't have it. You'll mark off 1 load, but you won't actually get any items from it. So like you will use up you'll have 1 less load for the remainder of this heist.
Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. All right. Then okay, and then I'll just make okay. Then I'll get a +1.
Yeah. So you can. You can't. So just as another reminder with Devil's Bargains, you can't push yourself and get a Devil's Bargain, but you can get help and a Devil's Bargain. You can get both of those.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, easy.
Nice.
Pigs.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we finally got a 6.
That's right.
Yeah.
With my
You guys-
spray roll.
Yes.
And if it's not combat, plenty of 6s to go around.
Yeah, right.
You guys. Yeah, you pay off the guards. They are willing to turn a blind eye and let you guys start scampering down the alleyways back to home. What I will say is there's still going to be a few more obstacles before you get back. One thing I'll note is that now that you guys have been plopped back next to the canals, you feel a very distinct tingling in the back of your head. Like it's similar to when you reach out to ghosts. It's almost like one is trying to reach out to you. And it's making this sort of like saltwater taste in your mouth. It's very strange.
Can I sort of like look to it and be like, what do you want?
Sure, yeah.
You taste ghosts?
Spider sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Danger.
Oh, that was desperate. Let me mark that.
That was
See
desperate,
Vey
yeah.
yelling at air because they're just annoyed at being shot.
Yeah. Okay, so would you like to attune to this feeling that you're having?
Yeah.
Cool. This will be a risky... We'll just do risky standard for this.
Okay.
Actually, no, we'll do controlled standard. Well, okay, you do it anyway.
I did risky.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, controlled wouldn't change it. A 6 is a 6 no matter what.
Okay.
I was just saying controlled because for now, you guys have mostly shaken off the heat. Yeah, you attune with this and you sort of feel it out. It's coming from somewhere near the water. You walk a little bit closer to the water. The rest of the group, you see her sort of with her eyes half closed and a hand reaching out, stepping over to the water as you guys are walking down the canal street. And she's like kneeling down towards the water, dips a hand in it, pulls it out, dips a hand, pulls it out. You are slowly getting words as you are trying to attune to this ghost. And it's sort of coming to you briefly. And it's comes
Come
to you
on
in
now,
spurts.
spit it out.
Yeah. And it's almost like they're talking idly to themselves. Like it's just statements. Always loved this place. Docks was always calm for me. Oh, wonder how many crows are doing. And then it just sort of repeats. Always loved coming to this place. Docks always kept me calm. Wonder how many crows are doing.
The fuck? No. I turn back
Oh.
to everyone. Guys, I think I found the previous leader in ghost form. Maybe?
You want me to kill him?
He's no, he's dead. I'm just saying that there's a guy here who's talking about his crows.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
he
want
can tell us
to
who the real killer is.
Maybe he just keeps birds.
you can
You know
you
what,
can
Scoff?
follow.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you can follow it. You guys follow this feeling that Vey has. With a 6, I'm not even going to require another roll to find it. You just follow down the edge of the docks. You sort of weave around a little bit through the canals, and eventually you go to this one little secluded dock off of the southern end of Crow's Foot, and you see a blue, sort of clearish white form hunched over, sitting over the water. They've got what looks like a little spectral fishing rod laid over their lap. They're sort of kicking their feet around, looking solemnly out at the water. There's a little bit of fog, like sort of collecting around them, and little arcs of electricity shooting down to the docks. And they turn around and they look and lock eyes at Vey and sort of nod to Vey. And they turn and look back out at the docks.
I think I have to go sit down and have a conversation with the dead guy. Does anyone have bandages, please?
Sure, yeah.
Do I look like a sawbones?
Yeah.
to
No,
you?
Scov has the bandages. That's
Yeah,
good.
just rip off a piece of his shirt.
It was his favorite sweater.
Just want to not be bleeding while I have to deal with this dead guy. I'm gonna go sit down next to him.
Yeah, you sit down next to this ghost, and sure enough, you only know it from descriptions of him. You never met him in person, but this looks like Rorik. And he doesn't really look at you or acknowledge you as he's sitting there, but he is sort of scanning around the water, and you can hear it more clearly now. He's talking to himself. You know, my dad always used to take me out here. He was a fisherman. We'd go fishing. It's a shame I never got the chance to have my own boat and get on the water. Always made me calm coming out here.
Do
Wonder
I
how
know-
many crows are doing.
Do I know what, like, say if someone dies, do they
Yeah.
hang out in the area in the vicinity where they died?
This is something that, yes, you do know that about him. Or
Okay.
you know that about ghosts. He probably
Ghosts.
died somewhere near here. And after he finishes saying, wonder how many crows are doing, he sort of does like a very unnatural, rapid, sort of glitchy twitch, and then he just starts saying the same thing again.
Yeah, he's just repeating.
The
Yeah.
NPC
Recording.
has no more new dialogue.
I'll relay information back to everyone and be like, I think we should be on the lookout. We might come across Rorik's body while we're down here. He's somewhere nearby.
Do you want to
Like
say
glanced
anything
into
to
the
him?
Water.
Oh, to Rorik himself?
Yeah, to the
I
ghost.
guess I can ask him and be like,
Who killed you?
yeah, who killed you?
Who did it?
And you ask him this sort of halfway through his monologue, and he pauses. He cocks his head. He pauses for a few seconds after he cocks his head and says, I was only trying to do something good for the crew. I didn't want them to live in crime. Do you think she wants them to live in crime? Why'd she do it?
Who's she? Does she have a name?
And it glitches a little bit again, and he repeats the same thing.
Alright, well. My vote's on Delph. Just saying.
Delph is a man.
Fuck. What's the name of
It
the...
was the
the-
lady that's currently
Lissa,
in
Lissa
charge.
is the lieutenant
Lissa.
of the crows.
Yeah.
Lissa.
Sure.
She's one of the women of all time, so
That's right.
perhaps it was a 50-50 shot.
Just... Thank you, Skov. Your percentages are accurate, per usual.
Aye.
He's the maths guy.
Big math guy. Well, ain't no one gonna believe us anyway. They're still gonna come try and shoot us, but just saying, we may have more evidence from Sir Rorik here.
Yeah, he sort of at this point he's gotten onto a different loop. He just keeps repeating that he was trying to do something good for the crew, and he's not sure why she did it. He wonders if she just wants the crew to stay in crime, etc., etc.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, oh, if we find the body, we could find, like, how he died.
Potentially, it might be very difficult to find a body at the bottom of the canals.
That's the
after
thing,
it's
yeah.
been there for weeks.
It's been in the water? Probably not. If it was in a box nearby, sure. So we got some info. There you go. Make with it what you will.
And you know what? Why don't you give me one last attune roll? And this one's basically just a fortune roll, so you don't have to really push yourself for anything for it.
Okay.
You can if you want to come out better, I guess. But
I have one stress left.
I have a
Just give me-
question, by the way.
yeah,
Is there a way to like capture a spirit?
I mean,
I-
there's
Okay,
spirit
Are we
bottles.
ghostbust them or?
I think so, but it is very like highly advanced technology. Like that's like highly advanced Sparkcraft
Okay,
stuff that
okay.
only Spirit Wardens have.
Spirit
Yeah,
Wardens.
I'm like, yeah, I'm wondering like how can we like if there's a way to utilize?
So,
This-
arcane
good.
implements. It's a thing that I could have
Mm-hmm.
for Whisper. A vial of quicksilver, a pouch of black salt, a spirit anchor in the form of a small stone, a spirit bottle, a
Mhm.
vial of electroplasm designed to break and splatter on impact. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and then a spirit vial.
Bottle.
A spirit bottle. Gotcha.
Bottle.
Oh,
It's not magic if it comes out a bottle.
Yeah, so that the combination of a fine lightning hook, which is a long two-handed pole with a loop of heavy wire on the end connected to an electroplasmic capacitor, suitable for grappling a spirit and dragging it into a spirit bottle. So, through the combination of a lightning hook and a spirit bottle, you could probably wrestle Rorik into a spirit bottle. He might become hostile to you if you do that, but
this is also something I'm good at, so I might be able to
Yeah.
aid or provide one of the components.
No, I can just hand you the spirit bottle. Have at it.
All right, I'll do it. This is what I do.
You fish and you have electricity.
Double whisper action, go.
did you give me that fortune attune roll, by the way, Vay?
Oh no, I did not.
Okay, not good.
That's a
No,
tradition.
not good.
Okay. Well, yeah, you guys can try and wrangle him into the spirit bottle if you like.
Sure. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Well, the man himself. Let's put you in this bottle. So that's a tune. How lucky do I feel?
I have 1 rank and a tune. Can I assist?
You can. You can even assist if you don't have any ranks.
Yeah, if you do, you have the stress to push.
Yeah, I got a bunch.
Okay, yeah, because I'm close to loaded up, but I'm not loaded up. But well, +1 couldn't hurt for me, so.
Yeah, take it.
All right, I'll take the +1 from you, and this was so. What are we doing here?
I scattered some salt
position.
around the area to.
I will say this is desperate because you are not going to get another shot at this. And
Yeah, okay.
I'd say because you guys have 2 whispers with you, this is probably great effect.
Yeah, great.
It's terrific effect.
All right.
Great effect that he's gonna be mad.
It's really important that I put the notes down properly.
Very important.
Okay.
Vibes.
Wait, look, they're on top. Were they on top of each other for you guys too, or was it?
Bustin'
522
makes
though.
you feel good. All right.
522.
Yeah. So what I am going to say happens is, Vay, you guys sort of like communicate off to the side. Vay reaches down to pull the ghost bottle and sort of continues trying to talk to him to sort of keep him distracted. Where while Hicks pulls out his lightning hook from the side. Yeah. And sort of as you're just sort of idly talking to him, just trying to keep him distracted, he turns to you and you get a new piece of like a new loop. He sort of pauses as he's going through his latest sort of loop of talking, and then he has sort of a look of panic on his face, and he turns to you, Vay, and you feel a little bit of electric zap as the ghost puts a hand on your leg and says,
"Oh, please make sure Ambrose Shriver's all right. I never meant to get him involved in all the..."
And then the lightning loop goes around his neck, yanks him up. He's no longer has his hand on your leg. He's sort of pulled up standing, and no longer is he talking. He is wailing and shrieking unearthly noises as the lightning loop tightens around his neck. And you hold out the bottle, shoving him into it. He is screeching, wailing, and then whoop, gets sucked into the bottle. It is not a happy sight to see. But
Ambrose Shriver?
yes.
Is that
Ambrose,
correct? Okay.
That is the name that you hear him say and ask. Make sure he's okay.
That's not the name of the intern, is it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
I think it's someone we ought to look into. Time.
Yeah. Anyway, I am going to consider that the end of this score. I'm going to say you guys make it back to your safe house safely, but there's an enormous bounty on your guys' head, in addition to still being at war with the crows, but you have the ghost of Rorwick potentially turned feral in a bottle, and you have, which is certainly not incriminating at all.
No, but you know what'd be great though? To throw that on fucking Lissa.
Oh, unleash him on Lissa,
Unleash,
yes.
yeah.
Absolutely. And you guys also have this name, potentially a lead, maybe related to his death? Unclear.
Ambrose. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good payback mission. What we just suggested.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that as you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
She uncontrollably says that during the
that's right.
exchange.
Ambrose.
She just she T-poses. Ambrose Shriver. Okay, cool. So you guys get back. Let's do like a pseudo payoff and entanglements kind of thing, because you guys got your payoff essentially with all of this stuff. Let's give
Does it mean we can like imbibe and do our fighting?
Yeah, you
stuff?
guys will get one downtime activity for free. You can spend coin to do additionals, but because you're at war, you only get one free one.
Don't forget, we still have intern if we want to do research on the book.
You guys already finished research on the book, as
Did
a
we
reminder.
finish it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And all you were able to discern is that when it makes its transport from one of the outer cities into Duskval at the time that you know it is carrying those crates,
Yes.
it arrives, like the transit takes like maybe about a half hour longer than it does all the other days. It spends longer traveling from that city to your city. That's the only thing you were able to find that was different about it in the book.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so let's take us back to the Sound Garden. And let's open up the Midnight Encore. Okay. I will say you guys get 3 rep for this.
Did you increase our heat, by the way?
I did increase your heat. Yeah, so you guys have now bumped back up to Wanted level 2 from the Devil's Bargain that you did. But you're also going to get some more heat now.
I didn't realize that brought us over.
It did, yes. It popped you up to Wanted 2.
That's
So I would say that this is probably 4 heat, loud and chaotic, high exposure.
Oh, we cooking.
All right.
Yep. This
we
is
do
where we are.
XP as well, since on this
Yeah,
sheet.
go ahead and do EXP. You guys got all your desperate stuff. And
no,
then,
I mean for the Midnight Encore.
Oh yeah, that was rep. Yeah, I gave you guys 3 rep for this. 2 rep,
no,
and
but
I said,
but it's different than that, right? It's the crew XP part at the end of each session.
Oh yeah, for addressing things with.
Is that each heist or each session? It says each.
It is. I think it's supposed to be each session.
Right.
I tend to be a little bit more liberal with it because getting more abilities is cool. I will say though, let's do 2. We'll give you 2 because you guys contended with challenges above your current station and you bolstered the crew's reputation. And maybe I just won't give you any for the next thing we do tonight.
To what?
Crew EXP. As for individual player EXP, I mean, I think you guys have your own things on your class page. You have your EXP clues there.
That's under the leech drop menu, yeah.
I think all of you guys did at least, you resolved a challenge in the way that your class matches. Like, pretty much everyone gets that.
We usually do anyway.
Yeah.
And then we did our desperate ones during.
Yep.
I don't think I struggled with my gambling vice.
No, I'm trying to think if anyone struggled with their vice or trauma.
A rec and a regular, okay.
Not really. So I'd say probably it's basically like 2. Let me see. Yeah. Everyone gets their 1 wild EXP then, addition to their. Yeah.
Wild
All right.
Get wild.
I am going to step out just to use the bathroom, and then we will set up for the next activity.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, downtime. I feel like I shouldn't do my vice, even though I should. It's because we're at war or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a vice. We will
I
be
had
getting
to.
1 action, so.
I gotta
Yeah.
get my stretch too.
acquire asset, long-term project, recover. I don't need to recover it. I just have 1 harm. Reduce
Gain
heat.
an ability.
Brain or indulge.
We're only 2
Oh.
again. What the hell? Number of dice 1. Okay, there we go.
So did we get our coin for this mission?
Yeah, 1, 2.
We know.
3, 4.
No, I don't think so.
Because
I mean,
usually
what
we
coin did we
coin.
get?
like Allie got 3 coin for the war part, but for this mission
Yeah.
for each mission you usually get coin. I just don't know how much. Probably the
Yeah,
minimum.
I mean,
amount.
we
That's
didn't
fair.
we didn't really steal anything. We survived.
I know, but like each heist is supposed to give you coin, like no matter what.
Okay. Well, take that up with Harrison.
Yeah. Because if I get
Spite
at
it.
least 1 coin, then I can at least maybe do a secondary.
I can just give you coin.
You can just steal it.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
want
I could
your
just
coin.
steal it.
I want to
Yeah,
win.
there's also you could just steal it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to indulge my voice. My vice.
Your boys.
My boy.
Yeah, it's boys of the dogs.
The dogs.
Oh
My
no, we
boys.
have 3 coins in our Midnight Encore box. Oh, no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna indulge my voice.
I'm gonna stack another. I'm gonna stash a coin in there. So I'll pay 1 to the Midnight Encore.
I indulge. Their force.
Hooray.
Has anyone accidentally overindulged yet?
I don't think so. Maybe I
I think it might
did.
have happened once.
Mine just rolls
But-
wrong and then tells me I overindulged when I really got 2 numbers that were below my stress. So, not knowing how to roll.
Right. I did my 1 activity using coin from the Midnight Encore's vault.
Thief.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my second one, which is selfish training.
I'm going to gain a skill. Saboteur. Where do you do that?
Plus next to the abilities.
Oh, I couldn't access
actually,
the menu because
it might be
already one
add
open.
ability.
How many play rates did we get from the mission? Or from not dying?
How many what?
Or not play rates. The experience points. Just for
Yeah, 1.
Just 1, okay.
Yeah, just 1.
Oh wait, you get 1 for free, not like
Not on desperate. Not on desperate
like you
rolls,
get
yeah.
1 even though like you get 1 XP as a baseline in spite of whatever you got with your other things.
No, you get 1 for addressing issues. I'm saying because we
Okay.
have said before that everyone got that XP because
Okay.
everyone addressed issues.
The way Allie
So-
was saying it made me question it. But
Okay.
okay.
Well, 'cause I thought we
Also,
also got them on top of those. Thought
No.
like the mission itself gave 1, and then we
No.
got
All the
the
desperate
one-
That's-
rolls you did, you
right.
marked
desperate
those.
rolls do.
Gotcha.
Desperate rolls give it. The mission gives you money and rep for the crew. Baseline XP at the end of a mission is totally dependent on how you address problems or role played.
Okay.
Other thing, did we get coin from this mission?
No, you did not.
Oh,
It's a special mission.
well.
Coinless. We can sell
You
our
didn't
bottled
die.
friend and then make coin out of that.
All right. Well, I just trained, and then did an extra one by spending coin from our own shares. Not tying is all you can hope for sometimes. Yep.
And did you indulge your dice?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That was my
indulge.
secondary thing.
I see. So indulge vice was your free downtime, and then you paid for 2 more downtimes.
For 1 more downtime.
Well, because you guys were
I
at war,
trained.
normally you get 2 free downtimes,
And
and then you can pay coin for extras.
I
Right now
understand.
you get 1 free, and you have to pay coin for additionals.
I have done 2 things. I have
Oh, okay, I
trained
thought you said-
and I have indulged vice.
Oh, I thought you said you trained twice and then indulged. Sorry.
If I said that, it's because I marked off some Or 2
Gotcha.
because of the XP.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Has everyone done their bookkeeping?
Yeah.
All right. We should do a because it is downtime. Let's look in on Velisty. See how she's doing.
Oh,
That's got a job.
Smash cut.
Got a job. All right.
Jesus
Where
Christ,
is-
she's stressed
Yeah, she's not having a good time in there.
and traumatized.
And traumatized. That's right. Where is the section I'm looking for? Fire. Okay. Yeah, incarceration roll. Here we go. Incarceration roll, and then when you serve time, make an incarceration roll. Yep. Okay. So you do a 2 dice roll because you guys are a tier 2 crew, Shane.
Okay, so
Just a fortune 2 dice roll.
hey,
Nice. Critical. You make a name for yourself inside. You gain 3 rep for the crew, 1 prison claim, and +1 faction status with a faction that you assisted while you served your time. So, let's pull up the Midnight Encore. Let's give you guys 3 more rep. You guys are very close to rising in tier.
Well, because
If
of
you
Velisty.
keep us picking fights, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
Punch everything.
prison. So, Shane, why don't you think of a faction that you assisted? And you can even think about how Velestine assisted them and what she did while you were in prison. And if it helps, you can go to the
Factions.
actions.
Yeah. I was also going to say you can go to the Midnight Encore sheet and go to the prison tab and see the claims
Oh,
and
okay.
decide which claim you want to grab, and maybe that inspires what faction worked with you for it.
Midnight Encore, and then prison.
Yeah, the prison tab.
Right, and then it's
Smuggling.
what was the
guard
other thing you said to
payoff.
look at? Oh, like
Oh, the faction sheet. You're on the prison tab, right?
yeah, prison, and then just shows me this grid.
Yeah, because you're gonna get a claim.
Yeah,
right?
those are the claims.
Right.
So you guys
Oh,
start
okay,
in
got
prison, and you're going to pick one that is connected to the baseline prison one.
It's either smuggling
Uh,
or a guard payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a non. Guard payoff, and I'll take the. Yeah, I'm taking this middle one here, the one to the right of
Mhm.
prison.
Yep, I see it.
Great. So you guys will roll better for incarceration rolls, and then
Better
which
jam.
faction do you gain status with?
All right, and that's under factions of Dustfall, right?
Yeah, let's just start with that, rather than add a
Uh,
new faction to the list.
Oh God, his Sash is the hive. Grinders. Is the Alley's cult part of that or no?
I
it's
don't
not really.
think I haven't put them on here now.
All right.
I feel like their cult is probably like
different.
what our claims are.
Let's go. Can we just do the hive?
Yeah, you could get back in the neutral graces of the hive. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
Oh,
try
good
that
idea.
one.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
yeah. You work with some hive guys who you know are also looking to have the guards paid off because they run actually some of the hive's merchant smuggling operations through Ironhood Prison. So you work with this hive member to pay off some guards, and it, washes their hand just as it washes yours. and they're happy to assist with the operation.
Sick.
So do I have to
Nice.
click anything on here, or does it just?
Oh, I already did it.
Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that probably negative?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's more useful in prison.
He's the kingpin.
Why they call me the Kingpin? Thanks, Kingpin.
Sorry, I am just reading the section of rules. Tier. Yes, right. That's right. Okay. I was just checking because technically to fully advance in tier as a crew, it does cost money.
Adolin.
Skulls.
Yes. It's like greasing
Yeah.
palms and negotiating
How much
and all
money?
that stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot.
Skov, stop. Stop spending money.
Well, I wanted to do some trading. I mean, God,
Stop.
If your hold is strong, you can pay to increase your crew tier when you guys hit the maximum rep cap. And in order to advance, it's going to cost coin equal to the new tier times 8. So it's going to cost 24 gold to get yourselves up to tier 3. And I think you guys are currently tier 2 weak hold. Yeah. So you guys will just pop up to stronghold tier 2 baseline. But in order to get to tier 3 later on, it's going to cost 24 coin. I don't think I charged you guys the 16 to get up to
I
tier
feel
2.
like you didn't, because that sounds like a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, I'll figure out a good time. Maybe when you guys advance to stronghold, we'll charge you 16 coin.
I feel like
in
you mentioned
installments.
it, but I don't think you actually charged us. Because I
I
remember you
think I
talking
mentioned
about
it
one point.
way early on. I bet.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Downtime is happening. You guys have survived the assault. You are still laying low. You have a lead. What would you like to do?
Cry.
Cool.
Sounds like you need money.
You simply, you
Yeah.
can just cry. You don't have to roll for that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, you'll eventually need money. Right now, you probably need to clear your name. And, well, actually, if you guys need money, you could just chop your heads off and turn them in.
Anybody
that's
want to
pretty
find a dead body and maybe we can
Get
make it
money
look like
quick
one
scheme.
of us?
Yeah.
I think we have a little too much heat. That
Oh, did anyone do downtime to clear heat?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I did it for
I
stress.
didn't do anything yet. I
Did-
zoned out.
did we do
Uh,
entanglements?
I was gonna.
No, we did not do entanglements.
Maybe we should
Let
do
me do
that
that.
one.
Can we still do long-term project stuff while warring, or?
You
Yeah,
can.
it's just you only get one downtime activity.
Oh.
Or a second one,
Eh,
or a third
Guess
one.
I'll
if
take
you
the
can
heat
get
removal one because I don't need any stress right now.
What about this? All right. Yeah, we'll just we'll do this. Reprisals. An enemy faction makes a move against you, or one of your friends contacts a vice purveyors. You guys can pay them per tier as an apology, allow them to mess with you and yours, or fight back and show them who's boss. I'm going to say the Billhooks attack you guys. They are a tier 2 gang, so you can pay them 2 rep and 2 coin to soothe them, or you can fight back.
I think we need to cling to our coin. That's
I
my
think
vote.
I think we play to our strengths and make them our enemies again and fight them.
Didn't we
Yeah.
make them friends before? Didn't we do a job for them?
That is the grinders.
Oh, the grinders, right? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's just wrap this up in a couple of rolls. Let's do what should we do? Maybe like a group skirmish?
I'm voting for just
Or-
pay them off though, because like we still have a lot of heat right now.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be heat, don't we? Isn't high heat good for us or something?
It's like half. You don't want like a high heat. You know,
Well,
have a
that's the
little
racing
heat's
game.
fine.
I don't know. I don't want to pay them off. Fuck them.
Well, it gets you put in prison, and then you get to go do prison stuff.
Let's fight.
Okay.
I vote fight.
Cool.
Chase votes fight.
Yep.
Allie votes against. We got 2 more
Blow it up.
Blow it up. Okay, that sounds like fight.
Yeah, they are going to openly assault you guys. So I would say probably this would be like maybe just we can probably wrap this up with just a group skirmish.
Yeah.
Right.
Get off
we go.
our turf. You want
Yeah.
me to lead it?
I think that makes sense.
All right.
I got
I'll
two
lead.
skirmish.
Lead the group.
All right. So everybody roll skirmish, and for every failure, Scoff gets a stress.
I got you.
Nope.
All right.
Spawn does not got you.
Goes badly.
Ooh.
Whoa!
That's
Oh, it does go badly.
wow.
Oh, hey.
I succeeded.
Yeah, but I failed. I'm the one leading it. And I
Yeah.
have 3.
Yep.
I
Wow.
love this turnaround.
Triple 3.
I thought you all wanted to fight. What are
Okay.
you doing?
I should have pushed
So-
myself. Oh wait, I
No,
don't
why
think
do
you
you
can
push
push
yourself?
yourself in a. Wait, what are the rules for
You probably
outside of a heist?
I think you can push yourself.
Oh, okay, for some reason there's something. Maybe it's load or no, it's abilities. I think.
It's for like fortune rolls and stuff.
We've rolled
But
one
because
dice.
this is, I'm calling this a group skirmish roll, even though we're not in a heist. I would say you could push yourself for it.
All right, well, too late anyway. What
Anyway,
happened?
yeah, resistance is you resist rolls you can't push yourself, and like indulgence rolls, all that stuff. Anywho, okay, so you take what? 2 stress?
Looks like Bond failed it. Who else failed it?
I got
I
a
think it
one.
was just. Oh yeah, no, it was just. It
Things
was
go badly.
Hicks. Nope, just Fond. Just Fond.
All right, so I just take 1.
1 stress, and yeah, it does go badly. I am gonna say what happens is you go down 1 tier with the bill hooks. They are now your enemies. You guys lose 1 rep. You keep hold of your coin though. You guys lose a rep,
That's nice.
and I will say your cohort is out of commission for the next mission.
Guys, we
Not
told you to get
Sasha.
out of there. But we don't have a ghost portal, do we? Right.
All right, so they are weakened right now. And there's specific rules for that, I think. So, like, you could employ them, but, like, I think it's their tier is now considered, like, tier 1 until they heal up or something.
Oh, yeah, tier 1.
Yeah, they're number 1. All right. So that was entanglements. We're back to what do you guys want to do?
I was gonna say let's go on a dashing, daring fighting mission against either our warring enemies or just do a big money heist. Part of me is like, maybe we just do something else. Maybe we do an investigation, let things cool down.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if you
We need
wanted
to-
to.
I think we need to get allies. I think there's
Yeah.
I think we need to figure out how to get
Yeah,
allies.
we need to make
Need
friends.
to do somebody a favor to get.
Yeah, we could
Or
do
if I
somebody
did.
a favor. When I said investigations, I was thinking about the drug thing because maybe that'll, in the long term, give us an edge.
Yeah, maybe that'll give us some sort of advantage. So that
Can-
might not be bad.
We can find
so
out their
we got a
supplier
couple
or something.
clocks.
We can have
and one of them is
a
Vazo.
yeah. What,
Can we go and do
That's
him a
fast.
favor instead of paying him, and then maybe that helps get rid of one of those ticks in the clock?
yeah, maybe we should take care of that.
You could, yeah, I would say probably your options. Yeah, like you could go to Bazo, hope that he doesn't try to take you guys in for the bounty.
Great,
You
great start.
could.
I mean,
yep.
he likes, Velestein, so maybe we can leverage that. I don't know.
Yeah, what
organize
is-
a
from
jail
jail?
visit.
So what does he
Yeah,
want?
she's in
ex-
jail.
A
What does he
letter.
want explicitly?
Our
My
heads.
oh, never mind.
Glove?
What does Bazo want explicitly?
Yeah.
So the
Velestein.
Bazo's patients, that was the result of an entanglement. It was an entanglement came up where he was expecting you guys to pay him off for a job, I think, or it was either the result
Yeah.
of you guys doing a job in his territory and you didn't pay him off. So now that clock is ticking up. And if you do another job in his territory and don't pay him off, you just get, it's just to represent him getting annoyed with you guys for
Okay.
that. There's no specific goal there. It's just that you guys operated in his territory.
Do we want to help him or do we want to pay him off? and then maybe we can just pay him off and then try and do a high money job.
Pay him off with services.
Get rid of one of
you
our
see,
problems.
we have a bounty and everyone wants our heads right now. So we
Yeah,
would
this
like
is-
friends.
Yeah. I think
Right,
I don't.
you
I don't care
maybe
about
you
Basil
wanna-
right now.
You could also maybe try and clear your name, or just gain friends.
Maybe
I think.
I don't think Velstein would like it, but maybe we should make friends with Bazo instead of.
Ugh.
She's not here. We can make decisions without her.
I know that's
No,
what
you
I'm
can't.
just saying.
No, you're not allowed.
We've got church right now.
Well, it's always the red sashes and the grinders. Mildly friendly with us.
Yeah, they like us.
Yeah, Bazo doesn't like us, so I don't think that's gonna go over well.
He's the
Alright,
lamp blacks guy, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's the actual kingpin, man.
Right.
The giant
Well, should we
rectangle.
just start by looking for someone who's looking for favors.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys do, so you basically do want to try and go talk to Bazo and get him on your side, kind of.
Let's
Yeah, it's
take it
worth
to
a
a
shot.
vote. I'm a little on the fence about it, but I think it's an option, so I vote yay.
I think we can use the fact that the crows literally broke the parlay like right in the middle. They called for a parlay and broke it like immediately.
Yeah, maybe we
as,
can
like,
find
leverage.
like Velstein's been making progress with the hive. Maybe we can actually try and get the hive on our side. And they're a powerful faction if we have their backing and they're rich. Actually, that's my vote. Let's go help the hive with whatever they need.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That could've
Okay.
been too bad, I
So we
suppose.
have
Keepers.
Bazo, we have the Hive as the new suggestion.
Hive's pretty good.
Hive wouldn't be bad.
What's
Like
with
we
the
don't
Hive?
have bad relationships with them, right? I mean, we killed a few of their guys, but you know.
We had a
I
minor
We
think
had a
too
bad
small for
one.
them to
Velstein
care.
repaired
Fight
it.
anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
but
was that,
yeah,
Carl?
and we paid it off.
We had a minor standoff and then didn't fight them, but also didn't give them a bribe. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a little annoyed that you guys were upstarts. They tried to put the boot on you. You pushed back a little bit, but now some of the work inside Iron Hook has helped it out.
let's go with that then. Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
we had worse ideas earlier, so this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't possibly roll
Sure.
any more ones, right?
Well,
Shush,
let's get. I mean, none of you guys have any connections to the hives, and as far as the hive concerned, you guys are dirt. So let's do maybe a little bit of consorting to try and just get someone from the hive that you could talk to. Why don't we start there?
Is there, out of curiosity, anyone in the hive associated with the empty vessel?
If you want to go searching there, I would give you an extra die for it, but the Gather Forbidden Knowledge clock will tick forward.
And I'd imagine Vay would
I
have
was
to
gonna
do
ask-
that role.
I was gonna ask Skurlock. He seems pretty involved.
Yeah.
He probably knows somebody in the hive, right?
Yeah, you guys could also try and find someone in the hive through Skurlock. You could do that too. Yep.
Because I haven't used Skurlock at all yet, so I figured I'd give him a ring.
What was the name of the butler?
Alfred.
Thieves.
You gotta tell Skurlock I owe him, like 5 more exorcisms for this.
Arvis Danville. That's yes. Wonderful.
My foundry's
yeah.
being weird, by the way.
How so?
It wasn't loading anything in the background, so I tried refreshing it, and now I'm just kind of stuck on the front page.
Do you have to re-log in?
I don't know.
Because you are not currently in the game.
I don't know how to log out. If so, I am simply on a Grim Encore.
I would just close it down and then
Close it and reset.
click the link again.
I did.
Huh.
Yep, same one.
And there's nothing you can click on the page.
New? Let me just turn off Mozilla and like refresh the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would do. Or try it
be
in a
cache.
different browser so that maybe it'll be quicker than clear.
There it goes. It just popped up. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah. All right, Hicks. you reach out to Arvis Danville, the sort of butler man for Skurlock, who's the only person you've ever had contact with. You've actually never met Skurlock in person. You have only ever done business through Arvis Danville. But you reach out to him, and he says, well, you have a connection to my lord, so I'll run it by him and see what he can offer you. And so, yeah, I will allow you to make a consort roll.
Okay,
We'll
that's a
say,
disadvantage roll.
Okay, we'll say +1 die because you're going through Skurlock to try and find a contact.
Okay.
You got this. You're our best negotiator.
I'm the best negotiator. Okay. Consort. +1. Okay. Okay. Damn it!
Okay. I'm gonna say you cannot. You basically can't get information about any hive contacts. We're gonna have to try some other method. Maybe the cult.
It was on 5 and it flipped over to 1.
Vey, are you willing to probe the cult?
Yeah. I'll give
Okay.
a full tick though. Gross.
Who knows? Maybe it's a good tick.
No. Good tick.
There are no good ticks.
Okay, so
Here is the tick, the hero, the cartoon hero.
that's true.
There's
Oh.
one good tick. and he's
I don't
not
have
here.
any sway. So
This
I
is going to be
assume-
consort
consort? Okay, I do
Yes.
have consort.
and +1 die.
Consortant's what you do.
I will also stress myself out. This is, I mean, anything involved with the
It's a social interaction.
it's stressful.
Already stressed.
Risky standard?
Yeah, sure. This is just a fortune roll, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, you poke around, you attend some cult sort of handoffs and collection meetings. You actually don't go the previous location that you used to meet at, used to be brought to, you never actually knew how you got there. You were always sort of blinded when you were brought there. Nobody brings you to the location anymore, but you do meet at some of the public meeting places for cult and discuss with them. And you do find out about someone who would be willing to meet with you guys. He's sort of the low-level ambassador for the Hive, for like relations to the the gangs of the dirtier parts of the city. And he will meet you guys in you know what? He will meet you in the night market.
Okay.
Let's say. And yeah, you are informed, like you basically talk with some guy who says like, oh yeah, I can make sure he meets you there, blah, blah, blah. It tells you like what time to meet and what the booth is going to be. He says it's going to be the like peppers. It's a peppers and onions vendor booth. And he says that you'll find him there. And let's throw some characters on here. Tim's on here. Matthias. And let's get a
Next to the stall
Helger.
that makes us cry.
Yeah, that's right. The crying stall. Okay. So let's go to the night market. You guys are milling about the market, and Vey, are you the one who wants to maybe make the introduction, or is it someone else?
I would love to make the introduction to someone else.
Okay.
Let's go.
Great. Cool. So you're at the onions and peppers booth. You're sort of looking around. You don't really see a whole lot going on. It's hard to tell. You don't really know what this guy's going to look like, but you're perusing. It's maybe a little bit pricier for you, but these are fresh vegetables. These are vegetables that were grown under electroplasmic lamps. This is the kind of stuff that maybe people from nicer parts of town would come to buy at the market. It all looks pretty nice. As you are perusing the vegetables, someone sidles up quite a bit close to you. You can't really you don't want to turn your head to look at them to not be too obvious, but they lean in quite close to you, and you can hear them saying, "Well, it's not that often that I get 10,000 silver walking up willingly near me."
Well, if you're here, it means that we both know that there's more value in the vessel than in my head.
Yeah, you better get to explaining that pretty quick, because I'm happy to have an easy payday. Oh, and the rest of your folks, they're well checked and accounted for. Don't worry about that. The rest of you guys who are milling about the market, you notice, the rest of you guys, you are used to picking out shady characters. You notice that sort of scattered around the market, there are various people who are clearly concealing weapons and have their eyes on you, but none of them are making moves at this point.
Well, if we all have eyes on each other, maybe we can find a more comfortable place to sit. Or do we want to be discreet?
Do they have my face associated with the gang yet, or
Yeah.
at this
After
point? Okay, I figured that.
Yeah, I think at this point,
bonded
because the
by
crows
now.
were like trying to shoot at you on that rooftop, they
Right,
definitely
yeah,
know.
it was like, oh god, yeah, oh shit, yeah, it's
The guy who was standing next to you, he nods over to a water fountain that's sort of in the middle of the market. He grabs a pepper off of the place, flicks a coin to the guy, and starts walking over to the water fountain. And he sits down on it, and he's looking at you, and he's taking a bite out of the pepper.
Oof. All right. Well, I mean, I can kind of like, who wants to like help talk? Because I assume somebody else would like to also be in this. Hicks, maybe.
Oh, I'm such a
Or-
good talker. Yeah, sure.
Well, who has? I have no sway.
I'm a pretty good talker.
I have no sway.
Okay. Does Church have sway?
I have command.
I have command as well.
Got it. Daddy
That's
vibes.
all I
Okay.
have is a tune.
Wow, we're all
Not
shit.
Velis
You,
is no longer
you
here.
guys
We
decided
don't
to
have
try
a
and go
face.
make friends while you
One
have a
egg.
bounty on your head.
Yeah.
I know. I was looking to beg for help from Bazo, but that's just me.
I'm just observing the crew's behavior still at this point.
Sure,
Going
yeah,
along
yeah.
with whatever.
Well, maybe this is how you earn your
What did I sign
keep.
up for?
Do you go over to the
I
fountain?
push Church.
Yeah, I'll
towards
go with her.
Okay.
All right.
Because then at least someone we can kind of help, and they already have eyes on us anyway, so it doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
yeah, so like, kind of give a little head tilt to like bring in someone else and introduce Church as our newest member to this fine gentleman who has not given his name.
Yeah.
Can we at least go by some sort of pseudonym so I don't have to keep saying weird things?
Yeah. You sit down next to him, and without him looking at you, he's still sort of panning the crowd. Name's Corvus Brigham. And he sort of nods absentmindedly over to Matthias, who's, watching the two of you. Who's your guard dog?
Sure. The bigger guy is mostly the guard dog. This one actually, I think, has some brains.
All right, well, better keep talking. My patience is wearing thin, and you're an easy payday. Why are you here?
All right, just to bounce off everyone else, we're hoping to make friends by doing a favor.
We're trying to get a favor, but we're also trying to leverage the fact that the crows are actually dirty backstabbers and their money's no good.
Yeah, they are upsetting the balance, and
Yeah.
we think that the hive is. I mean, I think at least that the hive is probably the
Has
most
higher power.
Well, they have higher power, and they're probably the most upset about an upset
Yeah.
to the order. Like, hey, this is an established thing, and the crows broke it. Are you mad about that?
Yeah. So
Let's talk about that and do something.
I would like to make note, Corvus, that we are innocent of these allegations, and potentially may have come across proof of that. But in this instance, they just broke a parlay. We know that's horrible. They're not even following their own code, and they're creating an upset for the rest of us. So, I was hoping that within this, maybe we can help each other out. Us by not dying and making some friends, and maybe doing something for you.
You kids in your sandbox got your little made-up rules to play nice. You think... Wait a second, you said you might have proof? Proof of what?
That Lisa had potentially killed Rorik.
He's stopped panning along on the crowd, and he is now looking directly at you and narrowing his eyes. What kind of proof do you have? How close are you?
I don't know. It depends on if you want us to be close or not. So she's just kind of like, she puts her head in her like chin, just kind of looks at him like, we don't have to know anything, but could not. Who knows?
If you could get a hold of hard evidence, do you think you would be able to prove that she was the one who, as you say, allegedly killed him?
Does that benefit you and clear our head?
It's not the right question to ask right now.
I'm eyeing Church in a very pitiful, please help.
Focus and ask again.
I believe we have some manners of ways of obtaining this evidence. Currently, our evidence is, I would say, circumstantial. But if we follow the thread, it will simply become apparent.
Then he sort of looks down and pinches his eyes. Oh, man, I am no good at this double-speak stuff. I'm used to breaking ankles. Listen, she has no longer become as useful as she was originally. Now, do you have something to go on? A name, place, an item, something? Tell me. I'll help you out, but I can only help you out if I know the information's actually going to get where it needs to get.
Well, you gave us a pretty good, insight that she's no longer useful. So for us to be useful,
then why keep a dead dog around if it no longer serves a purpose?
Name drop the person.
So, location. What do you mean name drop the person? We already name dropped the person.
The other guy, the name that
Rorik.
The ghost that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say you can give him a lead.
Yeah.
Give him a lead.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
we know that
you mentioned
yet.
Yeah, if you forgot, you mentioned the name of you mentioned the name of that Rorik
Lisa
said
and
right
Rorik.
before. You mentioned
yes.
the name that Rorik said right before you leashed him and threw him in a bottle.
Yes, that name I did not mention. So
No. Gotcha.
That's our thread, if so.
You mentioned that to him, and he leans back. I'm not going to ask where you got that name. I thought we'd button that up tight, too. Listen, he works at the office of maritime licensing up by Whitechapel. If you pay him a visit, he might be able to give you something that you can use against Lissa.
Sounds like a wonderful plan. Does this mean that you're going to help us not die in between this time while we do some digging?
Listen, if Lissa gets cleaned up, the Hive will consider that a favor done in goodwill.
Okay. I give a thumbs up to Church from just on my pants or above my skirt or whatever the fuck I'm wearing, but I'm just everything we're good.
And while you're acting on this information, what? Oh, okay.
Huh.
He also says that before the thumbs up or whatever. He also says that while you guys are acting on this information, he'll try and dispatch a couple of Hive patrols to keep other factions off your backs to give you a little bit of breathing room to do this.
Yeah.
The Hive has a vested interest in you following through on this.
But we won't know
Works for
why.
us.
Yeah, I would say it's fine for me. We stay alive, lose a little bit of heat. This is great.
Yeah.
Don't
Let's
push
not look
it
too
to
far
the price
into it.
we got.
Yeah, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Let's just manage it down to one war at a time, I think is our best bet, and then we can think about it.
All right,
Vaughn
well,
buys
sure.
a raw onion and takes a bite.
and I misspoke. He operates in Brightstone, which is the
okay.
very fancy district.
Oh, we'll fit right in.
Yeah.
Merchant Maritime Licensing, Brightstone. Got it. I mean, at this point, I guess just, standing up and walking in opposite directions is a good way to go. And
Yeah.
that's it. Thank you for your time.
Excellent. Okay, so
Should I count this guy as a contact now?
Yeah, why don't you put him in as a contact for you, Faye?
Okay.
Corvus.
Just under Corvus, yeah.
Yeah, Corvus Brigham.
It's actually Vay Corvus Brigham Vaughn.
That's right, yeah.
It's actually a backslash.
The Corvus
slash.
Brigamond.
On.
Okay. So that was sort of a non-heist information gathering activity. You have another person to maybe go and meet with or interrogate, or, I mean, if you wanted to kidnap them, I guess.
I mean,
that
do
could be a score in and of itself.
It sounds fun. Funner
we all leave. We
than
can meet up.
talking to him.
Yeah. Have toast with our crew and give them information, and then we decide when to go.
Sure.
So, it looks like we're clear, but we've got more tasks to do. Do we go do them? Or do we have other stuff in mind that we need to kind of wrap up real quick
I
before
think
we
we
go do
kind
them?
of gotta get this done.
Okay. Just checking.
Seems high priority.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give the offer just in case there was something else y'all wanted to do. We have our heads cleared for a little bit of protection.
All right. So you know that there's this guy in the maritime licensing office, and he knows something about what went down with Lissa and Rorik. How do you guys want to get a hold of him, reach out to him, talk to him, etc.?
Maybe we can set up a contact point using our intern? Since the
I mean-
intern's already in Whitestone, so kind of in that similar area, right?
I mean, we could just. So he works at a legitimate place. We could just like go there under the pretenses and then like actually like shoot the shit with him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Shoot the shit out of him, or
No.
Well,
oh,
well,
No.
that depends how it goes.
Plan B.
That's plan B
Always
is always
intimidate.
plan B.
Oh, I did have a random question that was like not involved with this. So Velestein's in jail. Does she
That's
get
correct.
like a commissary?
That's
Like,
right.
do we have to give her money so she can have food and stuff, or can we?
I think the prison food is free.
Yeah, the prison food is
not
free.
good.
If you are
It
looking
doesn't mean it's
for
good.
if you're looking for things to spend your money on for no benefit, by all means, you can say you do that.
Okay, I would just look.
I just
curious.
stash it.
Right.
I'm not dying.
You just stash it in the prison. You'll own the prison one day. It's a
You
great
just-
stash.
Are you just trying to say that you're meeting with Belestein or something?
No, just curious to see if there's any way to help benefit from the outside. That's all.
Oh,
That's
to
what I said.
help her
Breakout.
stay inside.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No,
It's
there's not-
unrelated.
There's not really any baked-in mechanisms for anything.
Mostly
like that.
them benefiting us from the inside.
Right,
That's
yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Keep her in there.
All right. Well, let me check the mail.
We need somebody to talk to somebody. Is the problem? We can't just keep her in there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I know. I apologize. You guys have multiple talk to people things to follow up on.
Too many quests.
Too much gabbing, not enough lightning shooting.
Mhm.
Wall.
Yeah, you guys are gonna walk into the office, and Hicks is just gonna like zap a lamp and be like, "Sorry, I just had to. Sorry."
Yeah.
So
You wanted that on, right?
what? Now, this is a little far fetched. But I keep trying to shove in ways to use the occult as a
Mhm.
possible like engagement thing,
Mhm.
just because we haven't yet. We
Oh,
could-
do an occult engagement.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm wondering because I just looked up all the engagements again on another page.
Send a ghost.
Well, here's the thing. What if we Scooby-Doo this? What if we scare the guy into admitting something?
Like we take our Pokeball of the ghost and
Yeah,
like,
we
scare
have-
him.
We
with
have
it.
that guy who's presumed dead, and this guy's related to it.
I think
Do the
that's a good
Muppets
idea.
Christmas Carol.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
but
can
we-
like project him out of the thing that.
But we
After.
don't know how. Maybe he saw a thing. Maybe there was some
Maybe we should
other
gather
situation. We
information.
don't know. Yeah. We go to the dude and we gather the information.
Well, I mean, gather information as in the game mechanic that we do before a heist.
I will say that this probably won't be a heist.
Okay, never mind.
I think it's going to be too small to be a heist. I think.
I think
Okay.
we just need to go make, and this is in quotes, friends with this guy.
Yeah, well, it's
However,
just intimidating.
if when you show up you would like to use a ghost bottle to do occult stuff, I'm all aboard.
But
Okay.
the ghost is gonna be angry.
Well,
yeah, well, that's the
we can
challenge.
be angry too.
That's when you
Okay,
crush
well, I
it
don't
with
wanna-
your awesome powers.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to
That's
get
fine.
info.
You can just pop
That's
the
why you
cap a
just be
little bit.
good at your job. Yeah, just be
You're
good
a
at your
little
job,
Boy
Allie.
Scout.
Just let a little bit of a workout. Just
Bring
Okay.
your zapper claw thing.
okay.
I say we go there, rough him up a little, get him to tell us what we need to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, you guys can dress up in your most normal, non-criminal, presentable-looking clothes.
Disguises, go.
Yes.
I just get my clothes washed so I continue to look like the teacher that I am.
Shape of normal person. And yeah. And you guys walk into the office. As you guys are walking through, there's like clerks at the desk. Be like, excuse me, are you here for an appointment? I need you to sign. I need you to sign in. And you guys are just kind of walking past them. You know which which
I know more than
office
you.
he's
Yeah.
operating in. And you're just walking past the desks, going up the stairs, and you reach the door to the office that this guy is operating out of as a permit writer.
I knock.
Okay.
I open.
Knock,
I
kick the
assist
door
him in
down.
opening the door.
You knock it. It's a
So,
polite.
like,
Okay.
Vay gets in like one knock before the door starts moving away from
He had
her.
warning. He
Yeah.
had fair warning, okay? He had half a second of a knock. He had fair warning.
Great.
A small, semi-scrawny, balding man with like Coke bottle glasses and a comb over is like at his desk, like shuffling through papers, and he looks up over the edge of his glasses. I don't remember scheduling an appointment. Come in. Let's talk business. Take a seat.
We're a
Business.
walk-in. I slam the door.
Please,
We didn't get in
Skov,
yet.
we
Skov.
don't need to slam doors. We're in a nice place. Can you please just...
He sort of shuffles together and sorts his papers, puts them to the side, leans back and straightens out his glasses. Well, you're lucky I don't have any pressing things on my schedule today. How can I help you folks?
Just to confirm, you are Mr. Shriver, yes? Ambrose Shriver?
He reaches over to the little nameplate on his desk and moves it. It was off to the side. He puts it in the center and pushes it forward slightly. One and the same.
Quaint, but also I hate that.
I like it. That's good. I like this guy.
Is there a window in this office?
Throw him out, yeah?
No, I'm
There is
just-
not.
No, to snipe from, obviously.
No, I'm just making sure that I'm probably out away, like, or near the door or something. But if there was a window, I was gonna kind of look out it and make sure,
Keeping a
keep a
lookout.
lookout.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, you're like in the hallway. Like
Yeah.
downstairs, keeping an eye out. Sure. Nice.
Or like right outside the door or whatever. It's fine.
Scott, why don't you stay out there too?
Oh,
Fine.
he's already in, I think.
Yeah, he's already in. He closed the door. He's
Too
probably just
late.
blocking the door.
Yeah, he is the door.
He is the door now.
I don't act through the
Become
door. I'm just
door.
gonna lean here.
It's
He's
business.
tapping his fingers together.
We don't mean to be a waste of your time, but we have come,
Too late?
hopefully, to discuss some important matters and maybe get to the bottom of a problem that we have. And you seem to be right at the center of it.
Oh, was there an error in one of the licenses I wrote up? If it was a typo, I can draft a new one for you. I hope it wasn't accounting. It's terribly difficult to get the money where it needs to go whenever people pay for these things.
Accounting, I think, was pretty on point. There's definitely a -1 somewhere between the account of Lysa and Rorik.
He swallows visibly. Rorik, is it? Are you operating on behalf of him, inquiring about his license business?
In a way.
You wouldn't happen to work for Lysa, would you?
No. I would be very clear that we do not, and actually we are here on investigation of her accounts to make sure that they've been audited appropriately.
So you're not going to kill me?
No.
Very
Yeah, we can
important.
look. If you're worried, I didn't know if you had bugs or something. We can talk clear. We're not here to kill you, but we need information.
Oh, gosh, I wish I'd never gotten involved in this whole business. Fine. Oh, what do you need to know?
whatever ordeal happened between the two, because apparently you know it. And
Rory's dying breath has your name on it, so why don't you
Oh,
explain
he's
that?
dead? Oh, gracious. Oh, no.
He didn't know that?
Higgs, I was going to ask if he knew first before bringing that out.
Well, he
He's,
knows now, so get to it.
Yes, he's
Okay, all right, well, that's fine.
distraught. He's sort of gotten out of his desk and is pacing and sort of mumbling.
I don't believe that Lysa knows that we are here. You're not in any danger that I'm aware of. But we
How
were...
are you involved in it, though? Why are you afraid of her?
Goodness. Well, you see, he just came to me for a licensing permit. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he was a criminal. But he came to me. He wanted a writ for a series of whaling vessels. I didn't ask too many questions. He just plopped a big pile of silver onto the table, said he'd be able to pay for all of it. He was trying to start up a fishing company or something. I don't know.
Actually, I think that was quite true. He seemed very upset that he didn't go about whatever that route was.
All I know is we were on the verge of signing the scripts, taking the money, and getting this all legally sorted out so this man could get his boats and docks and do whatever he wanted to do. And then he stopped showing up to the appointments. And then that foul, fearsome woman with the scars on her face comes walking in with some brutish thugs and tells me the deal's done and I need to hand over the papers to her. And so I did. And I made sure to hopefully erase all the paper tracking in our system, but oh, it's terribly dreadful. This is not how business is supposed to go.
Right. Well, did you erase all the paper tracking?
Well, of course I did. I didn't want to be implicated in this.
And you don't have any copies?
No, she has the only one. She stole it from me.
Interesting.
I'm so sorry for your involvement. It really seems like a sticky predicament.
Gosh, why don't you criminals just stick to shooting each other or whatever? I don't know what you do.
Well,
Look,
we're
I would
getting
like to make note
that.
we try, but it doesn't always work.
We can still get to shooting if and we need it.
Scov, no.
Like peeks his head in through the doorway.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Listen.
We don't need to have itchy trigger fingers right now.
Listen, if you want it, you're going to have to go get it from her. Wherever she keeps her nasty little things or whatever crime hole she lives in. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Can you... One question, because I'm not so sure about this. Why does it matter that she has paperwork for a bunch of boats?
I don't know. I imagine whatever reason she had for stopping this deal, you might be able to find out some more information from it. I'm not sure. But she has the only evidence that this is what he was trying to do, and it got cancelled.
It's weird. All over a bunch of boats? Why not just take the fucking boats?
Hold on. There's other things going on in the city that we don't know he's involved in.
Well, we could talk about this later so we don't say it in front of him and not scare the shit out of him.
It's kind of too late.
Look, the less he knows, the better.
Alright, well, if you want to stay alive, just make sure you don't tell anybody that we were here. How about that?
Sure. Well, okay, but I'll have you know that, at least in this building, at a minimum, the Hive is always watching.
Okay,
They
well, that's
get-
fine.
They get first grips on all of these charter vessels, you know.
From an inside point of view, just if this eases your mind, if we take care of Lysa, we are helping them, and they will be quite happy with us. And therefore, they'll be happy with you, and you'll probably be okay.
I'm sure they were quite happy when this licensing deal got kicked out.
Not from what we've heard. They seem to be quite upset that Rorik is no longer in charge. Or, at least, this Lysa person, whatever she has is not benefiting them anymore.
Well, in any sense, I told you what I know. I told you
Which
where
we
these
appreciate.
things are. If you need nothing more from me, please just don't break anything on your way out.
Skov, I'm going to open the door for you. Please don't touch anything.
Fine. Put my gun away.
I will actually, I'll reach my hand out to shake Ambrose's hand as just an appreciation.
Yeah. He very gingerly
Yeah.
reaches out. He's shaking and shakes your hand.
Thank you. We'll take our leave. Do we want to give him contact if like he needs help
No,
or anything?
no,
No.
they-
Okay. All right. Sorry, we're not offering that, but just bye.
No,
As
but
you're
just
leaving, you
just
notice
smack it out of your hands and
he's
take it
brought out
for
like a
free.
little handkerchief and he's wiping off the hand that he shook yours with.
Fucking course he is. I'm not actually dead.
I knock something off a table while we leave.
Oh,
Hey, how come he gets to do shit?
Skov, I open the door. Get. You're too
Secretly
big.
shorten some
The
of the
entire
tail
building
ends.
would collapse.
Yes, and just because I didn't explain it well in that moment while on roleplay, the key last thing that he did say to you is the Hive runs all the operations of this maritime
Yes.
licensing thing. Nobody gets a boating license without the Hive approving it. Because they are the ones who control all of the smuggling and shipping in and out.
I understand. So
So-
Lysa is the wild card now because she's got information, or she's got the boats.
Yeah, so
And they don't like
she
that.
killed him to stop this deal. So whatever deal that the Hive was making with the former leader, it seems.
Yeah. Either making with so that he could do, or because, because now that
Or they
he can't
made
do
a
it.
deal with Liza and she's no longer useful because she did stop the deal. That's the other way. It goes.
Right. It either it did happen or didn't happen in a bad way. So we'll figure that out.
Either way, we gotta kill her for them, and then we'll figure out afterwards.
Or we can
We
just
got a
sink their
document
ships.
We might be able to get from her on the way out if we bomb our headquarters.
Maybe.
Yeah, if she is holding these papers, they might be at their headquarters. That is a good thought.
Just
Which is
break
great
into
for
the
bombing.
Fucking hate like titles and notary and bullshit. It's like it's just a piece of paper. It does like barely anything. There's a whole ship right over
Piece of
there
paper to get the job.
All right.
to own the boat.
So, yeah. All right. You guys have information. You know that the Hive and the Crows are sort of intermingled in this murder of Rorik because he was trying to strike up a new sort of charter fishing business. You know potentially that Lysa might have hard evidence. It might be stored at the Crows' headquarters. You could also probably try and find the Crows somewhere else. Those are seeds for a big heist, I think.
Heist. We could still also probably do information gathering. There are
could be-
other
yep.
people that like. What's the name of the shipping gang that moves a lot of stuff off of ships?
The grinders.
The grinders. They would
Yes.
know what is being brought in potentially.
Yeah,
We're
they might know.
kind of friends with them.
The Billhooks fishing brand too, or
The bill hooks are.
They're the oily, the demon oil, right?
one of them is like the oil refiner from the Leviathan hunting.
Yes.
They
Which is
are.
the kind of fishing we're talking about, right? We don't have little fish. There's only giant demons.
Yes. Yeah.
The bill hooks are a gang of bloodthirsty butchers.
Not
Okay.
butchers, like
Yeah, they suck.
Well, never mind
Yeah.
then.
I think they are. I think they are like people who like butcher like Leviathan meat and stuff. I think they aren't the refiners though. The people who worked in the oil refineries, that's the grinders.
Okay.
Okay.
But the bill hooks, yeah, they probably have some like maritime people in there as well. But they also are your enemies right now. So.
Right. So that's what I was thinking. We can at least go and try and connect with the grinders to see if they have information.
Mhm.
And that way we can figure out what this was for to some degree before we try to completely sabotage it.
Find out if these boats were actually real in the first place.
Well, that
Yeah.
too. But also, like, if the
Just be something else.
it
We
could be a
didn't
ploy.
tell-
Yeah.
We didn't tell the Hive that we're gonna bring them the documents. We said we
No.
were gonna take care of Liza, so we can figure out what to do with those afterwards.
Well, taking care of Liza just means removing her from either power or getting rid of the paperwork from her. So we can steal it or we can kill her. That's the either, the two ways.
I think we can do
Yeah.
both. That's all I'm saying.
Do we don't really need to kill her though. We could have
We don't need to, but do we want to?
I think
need to try to kill us,
killing
that'd be
her
great.
is not. I think stealing first and then like getting people against her and then killing her.
that.
is
Yeah,
the way
so
we go.
that's what I was
Yeah,
trying to think.
right.
Like, what is the benefit of actually killing her? Because then she's just a martyr at that point. Everyone will rise up underneath her, thinking that we're bad people.
Yeah, we need
when
to.
she killed Rorik.
You
Yeah,
can
we
you
need
can
to-
at least try to prove that you are not the ones who killed Rorik, and perhaps that she.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so ideally I think we want a
Well, dramatic
smash and
irony.
grab to find that
Yes.
document wherever it may be. So we need the location of Lisa's document storage.
Yes.
Mhm.
'Cause she could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I mean, the Crow headquarters is a known place, but you're right, she could be hiding it anywhere. It could not be at the Crow's headquarters.
Where does she live?
The Crow's Nest, actually.
Oh, okay. Not like
Yeah.
some random other. I was gonna say we can send Church to go hunt her.
Nope, he does not have to do a whole lot of hunting because the headquarters of the Crows is a very conspicuous location inside Crowsfoot. It is in the Duskfall Compendium, Crow's Foot, Crow's Nest. It is an ancient tower from before the Cataclysm that has been a ritual sanctum, an astronomer's laboratory, and a blue coat watch post in the past. But nowadays, it is the current headquarters of the district's chief gang, the Crows. So it's this big, it is the dominating thing in Crowsfoot. It is just this big tower in the middle of Crowsfoot.
I want that.
Yeah. That is the current residence of the Crows gang.
Well,
Very well guarded, I assume.
Presumably, it would be an epic heist.
I feel like that's probably where it is because it's still like a fortress. Maybe it's in her room because it's probably closest to.
Or
Like-
in some
Yeah, it's probably kept
safe
close to
in her
skin
office or
whatever.
something.
If this was like a video game, that's definitely where it would be.
Oh yeah,
Is this a video game?
it's hard to remember
Is this
sometimes.
real life?
It is a game that we're playing on computer.
So it's a PC game.
That's right, PC gaming.
For gamers.
Anyway, it is just a little bit after 10, and we started around like 7, maybe a little after 7, so this seems like a good wrapping up point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
our plan for next time is to probably raid that tower for proof of our innocence and of these fake or real shipments, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And let's not fail every aspect of it this time.
We can certainly try not to.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Introduce new characters who are good at talking and then do something that doesn't need me talking.
Are we good for next session or next Sunday?
I believe I am.
29? I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Yeah,
have
as far as I
anything
know, I
either.
have something before that, but
I also think so.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of think so's.
All right, fantastic. Then we will plan
pretty
to
close to yes.
continue the next Blades mission next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you next time. We'll see you. I will see you on Tuesday and Thursday as I do other things like art. All right, let's go raid somebody.
Blades
Remember-
out.
Blades,
Tune in
out.
early. Tune in often. Blades sheathed.
All right, found somebody.
All
night,
right. What a
Bye.
mess that was.
Yeah, messy.
Was
Raid
that like
initiated.
5
Goodbye, everybody.
failures in a row?
Maybe.
It was a lot of failures.
I think,
Yeah, it was
Scav's
got ugly real
333
quick.
was real hot stuff.